Morning, everybody. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. This morning, a little different. Going to leave you with a little Paul Harvey before we get started. 9 minutes of your time. Hump day. Yeah. Welcome, everybody.
Americans, the how and the why of our beloved republic are so much better known and understood than the who. The United States of America was born in 1776, but it was conceived 169 years before that. The earliest settlers had watered the New World with much sweat. They had built substantial holdings for themselves, for their families. And when the time came to separate themselves from a tyranny an ocean away, at best, it meant starting all over again after the ravages of war. Researching what you're about to hear gave a whole new dimension to my reverence for our nation's first citizens. All others of the world's revolutions, before and since, were initiated by men who had nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Our founders had everything to lose and nothing to gain, except one thing.
Morning, everybody. I thought this would be a good one to start.
Hello, Americans. I'm Paul Harvey. You remember the cherry tree fiction a long time after you have forgotten the more earth-shaking history-making episodes in the life of George Washington. You have misplaced in your memory the details of Ben Franklin's statesmanship, but you remember his flying a kite. Joyce Kilmer was a great military hero, but the only thing you personally recall about him is his poetic tribute to trees. Maybe of this current decade, that which will be remembered best will not be its wars and its moon rockets or its crumbling frontiers or the giants who lived and died. Maybe all that'll survive to linger in the day-by-day vocabulary of generations yet unborn may be the songs of a Memphis minstrel or the reincarnation of electric automobiles. But for any eve of the 4th of July, I, Paul Harvey, do herewith bequeath unto you something to remember. You may not be able to quote one line from the Declaration of Independence at this moment. Henceforth, you'll always be able to quote at least one line. It's in the last paragraph where you will recall when I remind you. It says, "We mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor." In the Pennsylvania State House that's now called Independence Hall in Philadelphia, the best men from each of the colonies sat down together. This was a very fortunate hour in our nation's history, one of those rare occasions in the lives of men when we had greatness to spare. These were men of means, well-educated. 24 were lawyers and jurists. 9 were farmers, owners of large plantations. On June 11, a committee sat down to draw up a Declaration of Independence. We were going to tell the British fatherland no more rule by redcoats. Below the dam of ruthless foreign rule, the stream of freedom was running shallow and muddy, and we were going to light a fuse to dynamite that dam. This pact, as Burke later put it, was a partnership between the living and the dead and the yet unborn. There was no bigotry, there was no demagoguery in this group. All had shared hardships. Jefferson finished a draft of the document in 17 days. Congress adopted it in July, and so much is familiar history. But now, King George III had denounced all rebels in America as traitors. Punishment for treason was hanging. The names now so familiar to you from the several signatures on that Declaration of Independence, the names were kept secret for 6 months, for each knew the full meaning of that magnificent last paragraph in which his signature pledged his life, his fortune, and his sacred honor. 56 men placed their names beneath that pledge. 56 men knew when they signed that they were risking everything. They knew if they won this fight, the best they could expect would be years of hardship in a struggling nation. And if they lost, they'd face a hangman's rope. But they signed the pledge. And here is the documented fate of that gallant 56. Carter Braxton of Virginia, wealthy planter, trader, saw his ships swept from the seas. To pay his debts, he lost his home and all of his properties and died in rags. Thomas Lynch, Jr., who signed that pledge, was a third-generation rice grower, aristocrat, large plantation owner. After he signed, his health failed. His wife and he set out for France to regain his failing health. Their ship never got to France, was never heard from again. Thomas McKean of Delaware was so harassed by the enemy that he was forced to move his family 5 times in 5 months. He served in Congress without pay, his family in poverty and in hiding. Vandals looted the properties of Ellery and Clymer and Hall and Gwinnett and Walton and Hayward and Rutledge and Middleton. Thomas Nelson, Jr. of Virginia raised $2 million on his own signature to provision our allies, the French fleet. After the war, he personally paid back the loans, wiped out his entire estate, and he was never reimbursed by his government. In the final battle for Yorktown, he, Nelson, urged General Washington to fire on his, Nelson's, own home, which was occupied by Cornwallis. It was destroyed. Thomas Nelson, Jr. had pledged his life, his fortune, and his sacred honor. The Hessians seized the home of Francis Hopkinson of New Jersey. Francis Lewis had his home and everything destroyed, his wife imprisoned. She died within a few months. Richard Stockton, who signed that declaration, was captured, mistreated, his health broken to the extent that he died at 51. His estate was pillaged. Thomas Hayward, Jr. was captured when Charleston fell. John Hart was driven from his wife's bedside while she was dying. Their 13 children fled in all directions for their lives. His fields and grist mill were laid waste. For more than a year he lived in forests and caves and returned home after the war to find his wife dead, his children gone, his properties gone, and he died a few weeks later of exhaustion and a broken heart. Lewis Morris saw his land destroyed, his family scattered. Philip Livingston died within a few months from the hardships of the war. John Hancock, history remembers best due to a quirk of fate rather than anything he stood for, that great sweeping signature attesting to his vanity, towers over the others, one of the wealthiest men in New England. And yet he stood outside Boston one terrible night of the war, and he said, "Burn Boston, though it makes John Hancock a beggar, if the public good requires it." So he, too, lived up to the pledge. Of the 56, few were long to survive. 5 were captured by the British and tortured before they died. 12 had their homes from Rhode Island to Charleston sacked, looted, occupied by the enemy, or burned. 2 lost their sons in the army. 1 had 2 sons captured. 9 of the 56 died in the war from its hardships or from its more merciful bullets. I don't know what impression you had of the men who met that summer in Philadelphia. But I think it's important that we remember this about them. They were not poor men. They were not wild-eyed pirates. These were men of means. They were rich men, most of them, and had enjoyed much ease and luxury in their personal living. Not hungry men, certainly not terrorists, not irresponsible malcontents, not fanatical incendiaries. These men were prosperous men, wealthy landowners. They were substantially secure in their prosperity. They had everything to lose. But they considered liberty, and this is as much as I shall say of it. They had learned that liberty is so much more important than security, that they pledged their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. And they fulfilled their pledge. They paid the price, and freedom was born.
Just thought that had been a good way to start the day. I don't know. I dig Paul Harvey. I listen to him a lot. I just sit here. Sometimes I put those on just listening. So let me just, now we can, how do they do that? Now back to regular programming. Hate to say that word out loud nowadays. So we got Scat Pack, Buffering, Moose Man, Brian, Huckleberry, Mrs. Metal, Tiger, Dusty Country Road, Savage Elite, Miss Tiger, Coffee First, Rocksteady, Morning, Pilgrim. I think I got most people. Yeah, I guess Hutch is live or something. I got an invite, but I already had this scheduled. So we're here. It's hump day. Yeah. Man, today was even, I had to whip out the Jim Beam cup. It's like a whiskey Wednesday. So I had to throw out the Jim Beam cup. That's what I should have done. Called it Whiskey Wednesday, and I'd have been able to use my Jim Beam cup. I noticed a pattern developing here. Hey, morning, Miss Tina. Morning from across the pond. Lady Smith, top of the morning to you. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for throwing them eyes at me. Got that eye on me. It reminded me. Yes, ma'am. I saw that now. See? Sometimes you just got to have the little thump in the head, and then we get it right. Whew, man. Man, what a morning. So I put some stuff on the community page, and I figured I'd share this with you. The guy that the journalist saw at the border, and well, there was a little bit more to that. I just put the picture of him up, but this is the side by side of the video from the border plus the picture that I put up. But this is going to scroll down to some details.
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am.
So everybody heard that, but I'm going to pause it. Okay. That way everybody can see the screen. So this dude was locked up for 12 years from January 7th, 2011 to January 19th, 2023. And then
wow, very easy.
What?
The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
Type.
By the
Oh,
way,
hold on. I want that to go back. I want y'all to see that.
but you are really not smart enough to know who I am.
I meant to pause it.
Soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No.
Okay. I pause it right there so you can see. So this was looking this up. The reason for persecution, it says criticizing religious freedom conditions, but then underneath that, when you can barely see it, nature of charges, arms trafficking and illicit use of weapons, criminal premeditation and conspiracy, terrorism, and treason. So that dude ain't just like a Gandhi. And I gotta say,
Oh, believe me, I'm much better than that.
see, when you look at him and then you look at that dude, I don't know. I'm not saying, I'm not going to go, yes, 100%, but I am going to go, that shit's pretty similar. And when you take the rhetoric he says versus the shit of that guy's background, shit just seems to kind of go together. So, I don't try to pitch no narrative type things. I'm just trying to point out the things that stand out to me, and then people can take that with what they want. I ain't trying to form thoughts. I just want people to think. But it's kind of like if you look at that dude and listen to what he says, and then you look at that picture of that guy and look at what his background was, they just seem to kind of go together. That's all I'm going to say. But because I'm sure today and tomorrow for the rest of the week, you're going to hear a lot more about this guy. But I don't get hung up on that. You take that for information. You now know that the possibilities are even a little bit higher than you might have thought they were before. See, to me, Brian, that's why it's open for interpretation, Brian. I ain't going to sit here and tell you that is the same guy. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not going to do that because I don't know. I'm just, when you look at the appearance, the body style, the verbiage, the rhetoric that comes out of his mouth, and then you look at the picture of this guy and you look at his background, you kind of go, well, kind of what this dude was doing in trouble for and shit and doing is kind of going what this guy's kind of saying, and they do kind of look, and by the way, morning, Brian, because it could be easy to just throw in something that looks similar, but I gotta say, that's a pretty screaming kind of similarity there. You know, what are the odds, dude? You literally run into somebody on the border who is very fluent. You know, he's very fluent. So you go, okay, so you're very educated because you're coming here and you're very fluid with English. He actually is arrogant enough to then shrug this guy off who's asking him and then going, you'll know me. Well, then when you kind of look at the way that this guy's radical religious belief is, that's why I said, to me, the actions and things that I see the similarity, to me, it looks like the same guy. But I will say my response to it wouldn't matter if it was or not, because I would assume that people coming across here don't mean us any good stuff anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's pretty strange. And like I said, I ain't trying to, I don't know. I don't do that. I guess because, I mean, you can see mobs get whipped up over the littlest shit over stuff like that. So it loses distraction. Hey, Monty, morning. Morning, Miss Sharon. Right, Huckleberry. If it's not him, that's a pretty damn man. I tell you what, if I found out that I look like that guy, I would have to just, I don't know, I'd tell somebody to punch me in the face or something, make my dad swell up. I need boo, you know, something. My brain ain't firing. I read chat at the same time I'm talking. You see how that just goes? What's up, Rank? How are things down under? I always get told that I look familiar by people, so I must. Well, you know, and I remember that as young. They always said people had a twin. You know, and I get it. You know, I just, like I said, I found the rhetoric that he talked versus what this guy, and I thought, the lower poop. It could. That's why, man, there's all kinds of ways to take it. Because see, that's my problem with a lot of this stuff. Or no, I won't say my problem. I don't have problems. My problems are right here. Hell, I got water running into the house. I got a shitty running toilet. I got other problems. But it's kind of like, I don't know, a firehouse, a biker club. I would think the same would apply even in the army, military. But so you have this group of people sitting around, they get it, they're all similar. And then somebody goes, hey, man, them people are planning to attack us. And it's like what seems to be happening right now nowadays. It's like this group just went, ah, and everybody starts running off to talk about what had been done in the past or this, that. And it's like, wait a minute, why don't we slow down and kind of gather up and focus on what's actually approaching us? And it's like, man, so many chickens with their head cut off kind of thing. That's why I don't get into some of the side topics. I mean, if you guys want me to cover something, I will. What's up, Super Dave? Loney 504. Morning. Anybody else? Did I miss? Because it just, I don't know. The Texas thing, you're probably going to start noticing. So who knows? They'll be the I don't know. It'll be a sort and it'll be a little bit different going. And so there'll be people that fall off that aren't interested. But I'm going to be paying attention to the Texas stuff a lot more. We're escalating here. So I just leave the rest of the country can watch the news and the TikToks and the Instagrams and all that. I've got to worry about what's actually happening here. No offense to anybody. I get it. But we're cresting a time here in Texas, as most people might be aware. And by the way, let me clarify before all the wild shit takes off with the Supreme Court and stuff. Because I was listening to actually breaking down what this was that they ruled on. So there was a case that was up for appeal. And so the case on if they can remove the wire was, I remember right, let's see, how did Lee say that? There was a case, and then there was an appeals case. The appeals case is the one that they fought back on and sent to the Supreme Court. And so when the Supreme Court did their little ruling, it was just on that appeals case. It wasn't an open ticket that all of a sudden now, yes, the Border Patrol gets to take charge and they can, it's just in reference to that appeal. So there's still an ongoing fight. So it's still an ongoing battle. And we're still laying down, I forgot how many thousands of yardage of concentrine wire yesterday, today, last night. It's so we're still laying concentrine wire down, reinforcing other areas that had it. They're still making fence panels with concentrine wire, putting them up. So I would put anything you hear about how, oh my God, it's no. There are those who have wavering faith in Scott due to his weef affiliate. Scott. What, Tim Scott? Because that's the only Scott. Well, no, wait, isn't there another Scott? I know there's the Tim Scott, but isn't he like out of Virginia or something? I don't know. Rescue, I watched a video that showed a train hauling tanks and a bunch of other military vehicles. They said it was headed out Houston, heading north to Beaumont. I don't know the area down that way. Well, I got to say, to go from Houston to Beaumont, I don't know about the north thing because Houston's here and Beaumont's down here by the Gulf. So it's more southeast from Houston is Beaumont. And Beaumont is that direction about an hour and 15 minutes. As well, 45 minutes as the crow flies, but about an hour and 15 minutes. And so it wouldn't surprise me though. We got Fort Hood and we have things that are firing off. You know, so I'm not sure. I'll look into the movement. I will say that, you know, we've got the other conflicts. We've got regular training. We've got the weather that just kicked in, you know, with some free snaps that don't really know. Time for me to do things. Wish I could kick this cold. Only 3 more days, though. Y'all make it a great day. Damn, Coffee. You were in my thoughts and prayers, ma'am. I sure do hope you get to feeling better. And make it a good day, ma'am. Hopefully somebody's going to help you smile today. Maybe you just need a little bit of break. But thank you. Doesn't the reserve ship their vehicles by train? Well, yeah, there's a lot of interior, Brian, that they'll do by train. They'll do by flatbed. Then they'll get to certain, you know, airstrips to where then they can load up some equipment depending on where it's going. I think most of the internal is either done by flatbed or by train or wheels on the ground. Honest question. Are there gators in the Rio Grande? Probably not very many. And, you know, we've got some, I can say, well, there's gators in the river here, but it's not like the Nile or some shit. You know, it's just because they're not in big numbers. So they'll be scared. You know, it would be nice if we dumped a whole bunch. Ooh, saving grace, man. Saving grace. Oh wait, what? February 3rd, big convoy happening in Texas, Arizona. Oh, there you go, Mitch. Morning, Mitch, by the way. Abbott, I don't know why I switched. Oh, Yeah, I've seen that. And I don't know. It's just like somebody told me, matter of fact, was it the Big Honey dude? Ooh, Big Hunter. I still can't stand that name, dude. I don't how can you be serious in reporting on shit in this day and age with all the trans shit and stuff going on, and your name is Big Honey? It's like, oh my God, dude. Or I don't know where to take that. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, he posted that shit, and it's amazing because he said, oh, he's part of it and he's on the board. And I went and looked actually at the thing and he wasn't. So was he in the past? I don't know. I and it's like I could tell people, I don't know, man. It's kind of like the whole Trump still in charge kind of shit. Yeah, I find it ironic is how come nobody can ever say nobody supports any fucking thing. Do you see how that goes? It's like you talk about, yeah, they're doing this, they won't do no fucking good. Well, people have showed up. If people will show up and vote, they won't do no fucking good. Well, we're doing that. Oh, he part of the problem. And it's like, no matter what you do, you have these people that just go, no, no. And it's like, well, that's amazing, dude. For somebody that's supposedly part of the WEF and that's in part of the plan, we have dozens of lawsuits against the United States Biden administration. There's unknown many things against Facebook, Google, Pfizer, all the pharmaceuticals. So for somebody that's part of the opposition, we're creating a lot of shit attention on us for somebody that's going along with the flow. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of got to sit there and I go, wait a minute, dude. So it's like, well, we got National Guard. Oh, it's all a show. Really? Because they're really arresting people. I've got an immigration place not far from me, and you can see buses being rolled into it. They're literally catching them, cuffing them, and locking them up. Sure, it's under criminal trespassing, but hey, you got to start where you can. I don't know where all these 1,000 gators came from. Bloody mystery. You see, ever frozen in North Carolina because of the cold front hitting? No, really? Are you serious, Monty? I just scrolled up to see the whole gator frozen thing. Even if you text it, how do you stop the end around the side of the states to the north? Economist posted that short video. Economist posted that short video. What short video, Monty? I just scroll back up in chat to try to get caught up. Sorry. So they froze in the lake. It's Jim Beam Day. Oh, no shit, Huckleberry. But I don't know. When it comes to I know we're trying to do stuff. So it's amazing how, you just get people to shoot down any positive movement. And I find that telltale whenever there is no encouragement. It's like, no, 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 not that. Oh, look at those. Those are so pretty. Oh, no worries at all, ma'am. That is. Yeah, somebody even asked me, uh, like what I want. Oh, well, yesterday, it was Miss Tina asked me what I wanted to plant. And that's, can't wait. Yeah, it rained all again last night. We're into 70s today. So action. The footwork matters. It really does. You know, I don't know. That's why I thought about that's why I started the day off with the Paul Harvey, you know, because it just that the collective thought, it wasn't for the better of themselves. It was for the betterment of all. And they put it all on the line. Everything, life, property, everything. And it's a good time to remember that. There's so much this, you know, everything is being thrown at everybody from an international and global perspective. And it's like, you know, when you get out your car to go get gas, it's not going to be what's going down in Ukraine that's going to really bother you. It's going to be maybe that van full of people that shouldn't be here that now want you in your car. That might be a main concern. I don't know. I'm just a redneck in the woods. I see things in a simple kind of term. So to me, my important shit is now I worry about where the missus goes every day and is she safe as she goes. And I say, well, damn, man, I'm just not going to sit here and keep living in this. So I'm starting to reach out to my sheriff, because that's my schedule for next week is going to be trying to get with him. I want to get an idea of what's in their head. What's your take? If 10,000 people show up in this county, what's your move? I can sit here and find some YouTube channel, a Rumble channel, Instagram post to tell me, woo, I just don't give a rat's ass. I'm a simple redneck in the woods. So I want to know about my sheriff. I want to know, what are you going to do, man? Them few buses with 500 people show up. What's the plan, man? What's your thought process? And then I can go from there. I'm not going to jump the gun and just go, wow. I need to know, is this dude fixing to step up? Is he like, oh no, we've been monitoring this too, you know, so we're keeping an eye on it. Good. Now I know that there's a little bit of a buffer between where I am and then around me in my county. Then I'm going to commence to working on the state. You got to support the state. You know, they're trying to do what they can. I wish I could get them. If I could maneuver better, I would try to volunteer down there. Instead, I'm going to try to see, I don't know if I can volunteer to do some kind of typing. I'm so out of touch with writing letters or doing the emails. And so I'm not good with all that. But hey, man, you know what? I might have to learn to do it again. I might have to just pick it up and be more fluent. Do what I can do. I got grandkids. That's what I worry about. Morning, Matt. And crawfish prices will be very high. Man, everything's fixing to go up. Everything. Insurance, electric, water, any type of commodity is fixing to go up because it's just that inflation that they try to deny that's going up. Oh, it's going up. Morning, Eric. I don't know, man. That's why I'm going to try to work on some graphics. I don't know. I'm trying to learn that shit. Just try to play around with the channel. I'll keep you guys informed. Hey, man, if I ain't drama queen enough, then that's cool. I get it. I ain't trying to do numbers anyway. I just would rather sit here and engage in a conversation with people that want to talk. I dig the numbers when they go up. That's really cool and all, but it's like, when you really kind of look at it, their numbers are bigger, but the people in chat. So I like to engage with y'all. What do y'all think about DeSantis getting behind Trump? Think it was a little late in the game? Hoorah. But, you know, or to glean from the real conversations. Well, that's what I think, Lady Smith. You know, it's like I used to say, I try to just, it's like a living room, you know. It's a living room. All I ask people to be respectful, you know. By the way, when people pick on each other, you know, keep in mind that that's a two-way thing. So when you start joking with somebody, if you're the one that starts the joking, you set kind of the level and the tone of where this joking goes. So, and if things do get to a part where somebody's upset about a joke, then this is where we're all supposed to be that 40 and above that shows in the analytics. And we kind of go, hey, man, that was kind of harsh, you know. And then that way the other person can then respect that and go, hey, I didn't mean that to like in a harmful way. I was just joking. I guess that was a little over the edge, you know, or whatever. And then we can go back to being nice, competent, mature adults. I don't know. I could be just setting the bar way too high, but I think that's what we ought to do just in society. We need to learn to get along, especially with shit fixing to get as bad as it's fixing to get. But, you know, I've watched 2,000 fucking people, and you watch them segregate themselves and you watch them splinter off. And you know what? That's why almost every prison riot spun out of control never works, because you never have a unified thing. You have all these people that have segregated and coexist, but then they focus on getting pissed about one thing. They go into that, and then all of a sudden it dwindles down and they all break back off into their groups. So it's like, we didn't gain no ground. I ain't going to lie. I'll miss Brandon Bummy speeches. It was kind of, you know, I once we get past this, we can go back and that can be little clips in history, and everybody can kind of make fun of and try to decipher what the hell he says sometimes. Well, wouldn't that be something? 100 years from now, kids in school are going to be, that'll be like a school assignment, you know. This was a code back in the day. This is just some weird, crazy people tried to take over the country, and they performed this little coup, and it took a little while for the American people to get it back. But this was their leader. Can anybody decipher this code? And then it'll be the million, trillion, gazillion times, and it'll be like, oh, maybe that'll be some kind of gold star on the wall achievement. It's like, oh, you deciphered the babbling idiot speech. Nope, it's time to walk the missus to the door. Right, Matt? Maybe then we'll have some real good decoder rings. Well, hey, I'm going to leave y'all with this song for a moment, and I'll be right back. What's up, Michigan Outpost 231? Get you some rest, brother. Did you catch some fish? Did it do better yesterday? Whew. All right. Got her off to work. The rain all night. Worry about that. I'll be glad when she texts me she gets there because I worry about the hydroplaning and shit. That's one drawback to living around a bunch of logging trucks and shit. The roads got grooves and standing water when it rains. What's up, fish sticks? Morning, morning. So, Michigan, did you catch you some fish yesterday? Did you get you some? Wonder where old Fetty is this morning. Man, I almost thought I wasn't subbed to his channel yesterday. Ice fishing was a bust. On the way out to the honey hole, ice thinned out to about 2 inches, started getting squishy, so we didn't make it out to the weed bed ice. Just not ready on bigger lakes. Oh, yeah, don't be falling in. That shit ain't no good. He's working nights this week. Yeah, I guess I was thinking somehow, Tina, that like he would be off by the time I started, but maybe it'll be later in the morning. Man, I tell you what, this whole, I don't know, life just throws some weird shit at you sometimes, and you just try to make sense of it, you know? And I will say, just about the time you kind of start to get an understanding, especially nowadays, man, I don't know. The digital thing is still, I almost feel like I'm in daycare sometimes when it comes to the digital stuff. Got you, Miss Tina. But it's just, man, because this adds a whole different layer, you know. It just by the way, don't forget all messages are live chat. This is just, you don't really know who's real. It takes a while to start to decipher. And I will say I've learned some serious lessons and felt kind of embarrassing, to be honest. I'll be honest about it. You feel embarrassed sometimes. It's like, shit, dude, I don't know how I didn't see that. That is because once you see it and then you kind of go, that's kind of some weak ass game. And then you kind of feel bad because it's like, well, I really should have picked up on that way sooner. So it's like, there's just, I don't know, man, this digital shit. It definitely is the biggest. It's, oh man, it's like the platform for facade. And just think, man, there was decades ago, used to gripe about the armchair quarterbacks and shit. That then the digital platform came about. Now people ain't real. some kind of weird sci-fi shit with that. It's like, yeah, you go on the digital platform and just, I don't know, it seems like a lot of people just ain't real. Sounded good in theory. And I don't know. Wet, nasty outside. Exactly, Mitch. Well, it's not even so, well, that, yeah, because yes, keyboard warriors, but it's just the whole facade, even in personality wise. You know, it's acting one way, then being another. It's kind of like people that go in and create an account. They can go around if they get blocked and all that, they just go create another account because they don't really care about the account. They like the fun of going and causing shit. Well, then you get the people that just, I don't know what promotes it. I ain't figured that out. I like to talk a good game sometimes, but to be honest, I'm still figuring out the because it adds a whole new element, man. It's almost like when it comes to the digital shit, it's, I think everything's on the damn table. Morning, Nick. Sophie B. Who loves you, baby? Man, that was some good cooking. Sorry I missed on most of it. So I saw the potatoes go in the bag. I saw some of the cutting up, but there was like, it would plate and then there would be this big buffer. And then I'd be watching this frozen image. And then all of a sudden it was like an Insta-cook. And it's like, shit. Okay, we went from this to holding this knife. And all of a sudden there's a Ziploc bag with potato chunks in it. And then all of a sudden there's another picture and you're sprinkling a white packet in it. And then there's another picture where you've got a plastic container holding lettuce. And it's kind of like, shit, man, I don't even, all I know is the end. When you did the plate up there, I thought, damn, that looks good. Look at the potato chip. So what was the white packet? I saw some about Monique and ranch. So I'm assuming, was that some kind of ranch powder? Some wrestle the net for the win. Yeah, well, that's, oh man. Yeah. The view chase, the like chase. No. I actually watched a thing from damn, what is it? Unsubscribed podcast. It's the group of the vets and stuff. And they were actually talking about that very thing. You know, that's they try to help build each other's channels up and stuff. And they were talking about how that, yeah, you see so much, man, and the other content creators, and they were talking about like on the Twitch, that's not a very big thing on a Twitch platform. You know, nobody ever wants to help anybody. Everybody's just out to cutting them. I'm listening to them. I'm going, I don't know, man. That's kind of like everywhere. I think that's people, because you're not, and it's like, who was it just said that? Because I saw it as I was babbling some shit. Mitch, nothing's face to face, no accountability. Pretty much. You can paint whatever picture you want here. So yeah, just a Hidden Valley packet. Oh, okay. Damn, you know what? See, I've seen those before. I don't know what they were used in. My mom might even have used those. And you know, damn, something tells me, I don't know how well that this might even sound gross, because I don't know if this, but something tells me that she did like a sour cream with that Hidden Valley packet stuff, and she would whip it all up, and then, damn, there was something. I don't think it was just potatoes, but it was some kind of casserole. I can just picture this now. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I can picture the white. I can take you to the dish, and there would be this bed, and there would be the potatoes and bacon chips, and she would have that white sour cream ranch stuff on top of it, and then sprinkled with cheese. I don't know. I just remember weird shit. My brain misfires all the time. One day I'm just going to roll with it and just be like, whatever. Stop thinking things through. You can buy jars of it now. Of the ranch. Yeah, see, but that's oof. Funeral potatoes. Is that what I just described? See, I'll leave it to y'all are the knowledgeable people. So you usually ice bath the potatoes to get rid of the starch too. Oh wow, I did not even know that. Super Dave. So what are you talking about? Like, so after you because I personally like them with the skins on. So after you chop them up and you dice them up, you do them in a ice bath. Is how you get most of the starch out. Educate me, man. Educate me. I needs to know things. I put it on a lot. Roast chicken, pork chops. Oh, there you go. See, I think there might be some. I'm gonna have to go over to YouTube chatties. How are the eggs? Yeah, I had to go to YouTube chat. Let me pull out the YouTube chat. Something must be acting up with the StreamYard. And we don't want to be in top chat. There we go. Now I can make sure if I don't. Okay, Tina, how are the eggs? They are doing good, ma'am. Let's see. There we go. Hey, I got a question. So, for people that are familiar with the incubators like that, so it's got the little candling light on it. When's a decent time frame? Like how many weeks in can you do that to actually see the development inside? Inquiring minds would like to know. Okay, so yeah, soaking potatoes helps get rid of the starch. But does the ice bath work? Like if the colder the water, the better? And yes, Mitch, actually, I've done that. Potato slices, MIG welding, plasma cutting. Mix ranch seasoning and sour cream and use as a dip, topping, etc. Oh, there you go, Moonchild. And by the way, morning, Moonchild. For an hour. Some do it 3 times. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, so keep them from browning. See, this is good information. I do my first candling at 7 days in. Roger that then. On the 27th. What is the 27th? We're going to have a candling that morning. What morning is that? Hey, that's going to be Saturday morning. So Saturday morning, we're going to have a candling. We're going to check them out. We're going to see what's up. Seven days in, you should candle. It doesn't matter on potatoes. Do it either way. Oh, okay. Cool, Miss Middle. Soak them for like 30 to 40 minutes when I make oven baked fries. Okay. So the ice bath part doesn't really matter. Just soak them. See, because to be honest, man, I don't know that the only soaking I've ever done is when they get put in the pot. We literally go in there and take the potatoes. Now, if she has her way, then I sit there and I peel all the damn potatoes. If I have my way, then we get to dice them up with the skins on them. So it's just every now and then I get my way, but shit, man, we just pick them damn things up, scrub them off and everything, wash them. And if I got to peel them, I peel them, chop them up, put them in the pot, bring it to a boil and get down. Potato salad. See, I love potato salad. That's why I can't wait to plant potatoes and kind of have that constant flow because I love deviled eggs. And now I got eggs. And I love potato salad. I just need to get the potatoes. Then I'm going to start growing the cucumbers so I can make pickles. Then I kind of start getting things, see, self-sustainability. Just regular cold water. Okay. Doesn't have to be ice water. I was awake when you opened the chat. You started talking off the sleep. You started talking off to sleep. I went, oh, see, I just got that. It's so damn boring. I just went back to sleep. No, thank you, Sophie. Yes, Nick, garlic is on the plan. D-Dog encouraged it. I wonder how he's doing. He's probably on his turnaround trip now. Of course, when he gets back to the house, he's probably just, he's going to need to crash for a little bit. Soft voice. There's people that would probably could not understand where you're coming from with that statement, Mrs. Meadow, but you know, I'm just saying. Oh, there we go. I seen. Let's see what's on the. See, this is such bullshit. Sorry, I was looking over at crap on the routers and stuff. I was looking to see if there was anything impertinent. Oh, by the way, that was a little funny thing. Oh, Tucker Carlson interviewed Cat Turd, which is a little popular meme creator dude over, I think, on Twitter, and I don't know if it's any other places or not, but it's Cat Turd 2. Come to find out, that dude he's so funny. He's just a simple dude that wasn't even involved with social media until everything went stupid. Rescue, you should start garlic the fall before you pick it. I'm not right now growing any potatoes, Super Dave. That's in the plan. If I can, that's on my dream list. So I got this little, matter of fact, that's one thing I'm going to do is so I've come up with an idea. I'm going to try to do this. I don't know. I might actually have to try to like get somebody to create some of the graphics for me, which then I don't know. I'll either have to work out some kind of barter deal or I don't know. Figure that out as I get there. But so I think I want to take channels, you know, and I want to help promote channels. I want to help, you know, because y'all got good information, you know. It's like, man, right now, the cooking knowledge that's just in the chat right now between all the experience of cooking. Well, if I can help, like if you guys got videos like Sophie does videos about cooking, okay, well, then I can actually help promote her channel and do it in a way where it's not bombarding, but it's just you'll start to see channels and kind of what they do. It's like you interested in canning, cooking, gardening, farming, mechanicking, you know, home improvement, and kind of have little things, but then have I'd like to have cool little pop-ups that kind of can come up, you know, on the screen and kind of ghostdesigns.shop, you know, shirts, aprons and stuff, get that made, you know, help promote the stuff. I don't want to sell nobody's, you know, product kind of shit on some business level. I just want to promote the people I sit here and talk with. And if I think you're a good person, and I think you're honest and sincere, and I just want to pass that on to other people and go, here's my 2 cents. Take it with a grain of salt. But at least I can say, when the end of the day, I can say I did something positive and I did the best I could. See, maybe that's what it is. That just kind of came to mind. Maybe that's the hard thing to understand. I walk life like, if I die to right that moment, can I be accountable for the way I've acted and what I've said and done? Did I do things maliciously, or did I have the best intent? Not that it's so successful, but did I mean the best? Because I really believe that when it comes time to answer up, buddy, I want more in the positive list than I have in the negative. Hey, morning, Teresa. We're spraying like mad in the basement. And yeah, that's kind of what I go with, Sophie. It's, you know, just because people, they do things, or if you talk and you've got good opinions and you're helping, it's just kind of help keeping people in the good shit. There's so much negative, and there's so many people that are doing the click thing. They're doing you got the channels that are just, that's their purpose is either reporting news or doing stories. And then you got all the side ones that are just, people are freaking out, and misery loves company. So I felt like if I sit here and just listen to all kinds of negative shit, and the world's going to end and everything's going to shit, and you better put your steel pot on and you better dig that hole, because it's all the mob is coming. I'm cool with that, man. Tell me the mob's coming, but I ain't fixing just to sit there and run around in circles. Then what's the plan here we're going to do? And so encourage people to cook, I missed my kiss off this morning. Rescue, I call it hip pocket stuff. Well, I don't know, man. You can get caught up. That's why I wasn't and I'm not knocking the whole sobriety thing, because that is awesome shit. So AANA, all that stuff, I get it. But it's like me and my mom used to talk about that back in the counseling days. There's like a time when it's not that you disavow that or you don't pay any attention to it, but if your life was going to a bar every Wednesday and you replace that with now going to here every Wednesday, I feel like that's just replacing one for the other. So and I think there's so much of that. And so you can't, and misery is that way. People get miserable. They want to just, because if you start looking at things, then you might have to do something to make a change. And sometimes people don't want to do anything. They want to actually go, oh, it's that. And they don't want to do anything. They don't want to do some of the simplest little things, because they just don't, for whatever reason. Morning, Frank. What did I see? Did I see Madge? Greetings from the Erie Coast. Rescue, if you get a few bags of the various kind you like, you can let the potatoes grow roots, but plant them before they turn green. Oh, there you go. And I've got I got a good little bag of seeds that have been sent to me. I just now have to get out there, and I gotta get them beds built, and then I gotta start trying to get some dirt into them. I'm gonna actually start the bottoms off with some cardboard and then some twigs, and I'm gonna try to pick up leaves and start off with some of that to help fill that raised bed space. But did I miss anybody coming in? I'm sorry if I missed you when you came in. I always thought you were one person, Dusty. Now I don't know what to say. Who to say hey to? What? And whose birthday is it? Miss Teresa's. What? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Teresa. So I always thought Miss Dusty was just one person, but I've only met one Dusty. Not duty to hang in the morning. Happy choice. Clarify. Hey, I'm glad you hang out, Miss Lady Smith. They put up a couple videos. Oh yeah, well she's been on panel. That she was showing us their garden and stuff and everything. Maybe if somebody had been paying attention that morning, they would have saw that on the screen. But hey, you know what am I? I'm just. It's a Jim Beam Wednesday, son. This is Whiskey Wednesday. That's right. We can do that. Whiskey Wednesday. I'm gonna start using my Jim Beam cup on Wednesdays. That's what I'm gonna drink my coffee with. This is a Whiskey Wednesday. So damn, let's see. I have to incorporate Mike's thing. So we all gonna die Whiskey Wednesday. Hump day. Morning, Rabbit. Hump day. Yeah. So they end up being here in the morning. I've been exploring different communities because people change so much. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm just me, man. I don't know. It's too much energy to have to be somebody else. Hell, it's enough energy just to try to contain the one that I am, put him in check. So, I was working that day, rescue. Sure, Matt. We'll go with that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm just, there you go, Moonchild. Fuck yeah, cheers. Whiskey Wednesday. I knew Moonchild will dig that. Right, Tiger? Man, that's just way too much effort. It's like you got to get out your personality index card. What's today? Oh, it's okay. See, that's why, and some of that's why some of the news channels, while they're young and they're coming up, but man, it's like you watch them follow the same narrative of the big channels. So they do the same. It's like I wish they'd change it up. That's why I kind of dig like the unsubscribed and I don't know, different little channels. Windy Goon, that dude's kind of cool. So anybody that's kind of into the conspiracy thing, he does what's called icebergs. Can you guys clean up the language a little, please? We will doing more vids of garden, solar preserving water system, just life. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about, Dusty. And so see, as you guys do that, because it's like watching Hutch. That was actually what encouraged me, you know, watching Native. He did those onions I still can't wait to try to plant that. I just want to do that. I still remember that and watched him take them store-bought onions and break them apart into several and then create this bed full of onions and shit. And I was just like, see, well, that's the stuff I want to promote. You know, I just want to promote spending time with your grandkids, your kids, you know, direct family, build that relationship, you know, and if you, it's not even your blood family, your friends, develop real friends. Because I will say, and this will sound kind of corny, and I really just don't give a fuck anymore. People, you're either going to reach out to me if you have questions or you won't. And, you know, if that makes me look like a dick because I say I don't give a shit, if you don't, well, then fine, whatever. But it's like, it's really weird because I've been like meeting people here. And I think when I first started to meet people, so I kind of went from this, a social person. I interacted with people. I mean, and then I kind of got into a real reclusive way. And the last time I went to work, after that, I slowly started to pull back. And as I pulled back, got depressed, all that good shit. And I won't go through all that crap again, but part of that social disconnect was trust. And then when I first started doing this, it was almost like I was like a little kid. And I wanted to find people to talk to. It's kind of like being churned loose and going to school the first time or some shit, when it's kind of like you're standing there and you're looking and you're processing that in your brain. You're like, this is cool, but this is kind of nerve wracking. And, you know, it was burned a few times since coming. And I think that's what's kind of maybe helped jog me back to reality, because you kind of want to go, hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, friend? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you realize that you kind of jumped into that pond way too soon, because all things aren't always what they appear to be. And see, I was used to a face-to-face interaction. So I was feeling this positive kind of an encouragement. So I translated that though different. And I don't know if this makes any sense, because it's just digital world to reality. Real world, there's physical actions that I can look for. I can read things in a physical world way better. The digital is kind of, see, you've got to really pay attention. Otherwise you won't notice the subtle things. You won't notice those things. You know, it just, and so I kind of went through that little phase, and that was pretty hurtful too, because I kind of thought, shit, man, I put my feelings on a sleeve, you know, my little heart on a sleeve thing, and it kind of got stepped on and squashed. And I was like, well, shit. And then I kind of have tried to slowly figure out through the minefield, because going to the meetup, met good people, you know, so it's not like that's everybody's bad. I don't mean that, you know, at the meetup, met good people. So, but it was also yeah, you can just, I don't know. So I kind of have been, oh, there's part of me that just has wanted to throw in the towel and pull back and just be like, okay, no, we'll just go back to being the solo dude. I'm just here. I'll figure it out. I've done it my whole life. I'll just continue to. But then there's actually been relationships, friendships that I've built, and there are a few of you that reach out to me, and it means everything. You know, it might sound like, that's, man, what is that kind of weird kid shit, freaking weak? I don't care. I don't give a shit what fucking label you try to put on me. You just won't do it to my face. But it means something. You know, when somebody, or it does for me, you know, when y'all are like, you know, hey, right on, rescue, you know, it kind of does something. It kind of goes, yeah, that's that fuel, you know, that's that. And so I dig that. And that's what I search for here. That's why I'm not a reporter. I'm not a web spinner. So I'm not good with just, let me get up here and blah, 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 you know. And by the way, let me take a moment. Morning, Widow's Diary. Morning, Mama Red. Sorry if I've missed anybody else coming in. I'm trying to scroll up real quick. And yeah, okay. I think I might have caught up. Well, that's an understatement. But it's so y'all really do. And that's why I ask, hey man, if y'all got like any things you want me to talk about, you got ideas, just send me an email. I don't mind cool emails. Trust me, messages, people got my number. Sometimes I get told things, you get this kind of like a little encouragement or somebody shares something with me throughout the day. It's like I get the little on my phone and I'm like, oh, because that's getting new too. Interacting with people through my phone, that's kind of new. I didn't do that too much before. What's up, Grumpy? And one time at the Texas border, that's it. But it's like, and I watch so many. I watch a lot of y'all, but I just don't comment and chat because I can't keep up. So I just kind of, I don't know, man. You just kind of, I don't know. See, and then I feel weird because I get in my feels and shit, and it's kind of weird because I'm sitting there looking at a screen. So I don't know. This is the World Wide Web. About it. You got 34 people, 36. I don't know. Feels weird. Sometimes I feel like I talk too much, and it's like, ooh, I don't know, man. That's kind of like all up in your feels and shit. I don't know. So anyway, where are we at? What's going on? Let me come out of daycare over here, and I'll get up into the adult world. Get up out my feels. Go ahead and sing it, savagely. Morning, Savage. I will say, man, I think that's going to be key. I think it's going to be key. People are going to need to learn how to communicate. And they're going to have to learn how to self accountability and then hold others accountable. I will forever be thankful to have met Monique in Ohio. So no matter what happens in this community, I win because I got them. Well, Sophie, I got to say, it was awesome meeting you and Monique in Ohio too. Lady Smith, AJ. It was good seeing Jeremy and Nikki. See Jeremy and Nikki. Hell, man, they came over and helped me do my chicken coop. They brought me the chickens. Hutch, Backwoods. It was a good meeting at Yankee. I thought it was cool meeting everybody. Risky, I've been wanting to ask what you smoking on. Oh, you mean on like my vape? Well, to be quite honest, so it used to be squeezed, and there was a peach and a banana. But because the FDA, one of those stupid little 3-letter agencies that want to regulate shit so people can't make any money on a private, for their own business, because it has these fruit pictures on it, they can't sell these now. So because they have fruit on the label, they can't sell them. So I have to wait. Hopefully they're going to redo their label. So as of right now, it's the Jam Monster Strawberry. And yeah, Grumpy, man. See, that was cool meeting Grumpy. I still talk about that. Me and the missus still get a kick out of that morning, Grumpy. When it got up and then you were walking across with that little stool thing, and then you come on over and we sat there and drank coffee shooting the shit for a little bit. See, that was a very cool moment. Meeting Tiger, her husband. It was just, to me, the whole meetup was cool meeting everybody, you know. What do we got here? All right. Yep. Hold on. She made it. Boy, that was long enough. Yeah, she was even nerve wracking. She's like, thank God I made it. That's like once every 5 years you hear a statement like that. So I'm glad she made it to work. That is one fancy smoking. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. And the missus loved meeting y'all too. You know, she just got the biggest kick, man. It's like when she was sitting and everybody was sitting there, Sophie, Monique, y'all were sitting around her. Everybody's talking with her. She thoroughly loved that. And yeah, Savage, that's my cool little mod. I get it because it has a breakaway tank, so I don't have to worry about breaking it if I drop it out of my chair. Because that happened before. Sitting around the dark with Grumpy and Backwoods, right? Oh, and thank you, Tiger. And no, not banana peels. I just don't do the 4,000 chemical cigarette stuff no more. And with my nicotine addiction, since they like to say you're addicted to nicotine, since I can't grow potatoes and tomatoes to get the nicotine out of them, I'm just going to go ahead and continue to vape for right now for my medical grade nicotine. Oh, bracket, insert sarcasm, bracket. There we go. I really would like to build a hydro system self-contained. See, that's the one thing I can say. I wish I lived by a creek. I wish, I do, but it's just not my property up against the creek, because I would like to try to work on like a moving water hydro system to utilize the current. I think that has so much potential. Oh, okay. I get what you're talking about. So you do the do you do the vape thing for that? Is that you do this version of the pots? Because yeah, I don't do that. That's just this, like instead of smoking cigarettes. It's not. That's not. I personally don't like the pot stuff that comes into that. It's too. Yeah. We have the waterfall, but it's about 1,500 feet away. Yeah, but see, Matt, man, with the whole gear ratio, you know, principles, and you get the uh, generation generating electricity, it wouldn't take much, a little bit of a current. And if you did the right gear ratio displacement, you can make a little bitty current actually sit there and pump a big wheel, which would then, the bigger the wheel, then the more charge you get in that revolution. So you could actually, I don't know, man. That's why that would be nice, I will say. Rainwater pumps are the bond, excuse me. Me2 self-contained recirculating. See, that's what I'm talking about. It was literally 6 degrees warmer right now than it was 4 days ago. 60, not 6. Oh, yeah. We're that way, Grumpy, right now. Hell, we're at 61. It's supposed to be like 70 today. Weapons grade. I don't smoke cigarettes or nicotine, only medical grade, up to weapons grade pods. Damn, when Savage Lee fires up, he's got to call the Department of Defense to give him warning, huh? Let's see. What did I miss? Ram water pumps are the bomb. You must have running water. Yeah, see, that's another principle, man. You can, because we did a lot of shit, dude, off of steam engines and shit. So when you looked at and then you kind of look at the design of the gas combustion engine, it's off of the crank and the piston, the momentum. So you apply that stuff in other ways and you can produce torque, you can produce power. And then you just got to adapt that to what principle. Like I say, that would be a kick to get around and play around with an alternator and some capacitors and battery banks. Charge up some capacitors. Stored electricity. Here we have to purify our water. Ooh, damn. Now we don't have to worry about pipes freezing. We have to worry about them boiling. Let's run around in circles and say the sky is falling. Right, Brian? Morning, G. Mo, Nana. What's up? So I don't know if I've missed anybody, and if I did, then I do apologize. So good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it works. Bump start, then it would run itself. See that? There you go, Dusty. That's what I'm talking about. And so inertia, man, you can learn to use that inertia momentum. I wish I had most of the tools that I had to get rid of to survive to this stage and could access my little building. See, that's what I used to like to do. I just like to, I don't know, mess around with stuff. That's why there's a whole bench full of hand tools and shit scattered all open on the bench to this day. And hell, that's been that way for the last 8 years, 7 years. Of all mornings, Psycho Cat, who knew I could juggle? The building stuff and design. I know, man. I guess it comes down, as cheesy as it sounds. I like to win. I like to do things. I like to succeed. So I like to try as hard as I can. And I have a hard time accepting when I can't do something. And I guess I used to think that was a bad quality. Nowadays, it's a rare quality. So it's like, okay, maybe not such a bad quality. It's just a rare one. Pilgrim, my shop's a mess too. Most of mine is because I can't really get in there. I've tried to go in there a couple of times and it's a chore because the floor is just, I took things for granted before. That's what really comes down to. I just took it for granted. I never thought about the layout. That's why I would suggest anybody, you want a wake up call to your surroundings, stop at the end of your driveway. Like you're just now coming home. Stop at the end of the driveway and picture a world that you just now came from. You got in a wreck, you were in the hospital, and you can't walk no more. And now you're coming into your property for the first time and you can't walk. You just came home from the hospital. You're in rehab. You're going to be in a chair. What is your landscape? What does your yard? What does your mobility? What does it look like? Because I'm going to tell you, that's a hard lesson to learn. And it's when you look at the landscape of things you had, you took for granted. I'll be listening. Everyone be well. My morning meds are kicking in. Right on, Nick. Be sure and get you some rest. Grumpy, here's the thought. If you put a potato in the microwave and hit the pizza button when the bell dings, it's still a potato. I think that concept is lost on a lot of people. There's a building spot by the waterfall. I've been thinking about building a cabin there too. Rent an Airbnb. Could be completely self-sufficient electric from the waterfall as well. Oh, yeah. I don't know about the Airbnb, but more like a friend's visitation cabin instead of, I don't know, man, there's something about that renting things out. And it's like, oh, man, that opens the door to people. But no, that's good for you. I'm going to make a 3-tier hydroponic growing system, getting all the materials now. Oh, there you go, Widow's Diary. Look at you. Life half crippled, sucks butthole. Yep, savage. Well, because it's that when you think about that, that's what I've kind of reflected back going, wow, I never really took into account, I mean, wouldn't be able to get in the shop. The floor wasn't stable enough for like on a chair, because hell, my chair weighs 200 and something pounds itself. So I can't access that. The grade of my property, well, hell, I just used to walk on out to the damn carport. Well, all of a sudden now that's on a grade, and I had to do the ramp. And then there was stepping stones. So see, that was the thing in the day. Hell, I just put some stepping stones. Look at this nice little pebbled up stepping stones. Woo. And well, that doesn't work for a chair. So it was like, oh shit. Rescue, I'm glad you talked about this. Gonna build my home in the next couple of years. Once I get my land paid off, gonna build around that theory that I'll never walk again. Bathroom entrances, everything. That's it. Different income stream. I'll build a bigger chicken coop over there. Wow, Kelly, have a pass to a lady that killed her brother because she was high on weed. What the hell? Ooh-wee. I'm going to be tickled whatever managed to accomplish this year. You must be a big man, but Jim of a dick. Oh, well, no, I mean, I would 6'4", and I don't know, I'm probably like 270 nowadays, probably 260. But my chair it's a hover round, so it's got these torque motors and it's got lithium batteries, so it weighs a lot. Rescue, we had to customize my brother's place while he was waiting for his lung transplant. We built a ramp, made everything an electric chair accessible. Yeah, see, and but you know what? And I don't want this to sound like a, poor pity me thing, but think about it, Tiger. What if your brother just came home that way on you and your husband weren't there? You know what I'm saying? That's what and I ain't trying to fear like nobody into that shit, but it's things to think about. We take things for granted because we can easily do them. Hey, Widow's Diary, make it a good day. I appreciate you hanging out. Please be careful on that rainy road, Widows. Watch for try not to hydroplane. If you start to hydroplane, take your foot off the accelerator and don't hit the brake. And don't overcorrect. Just kind of try to go through it until you catch a grip again. Please be very safe. And let me scroll back down. What we got? That's how the guy I bought this house from did, Michigan. His daughter was in a wheelchair, so all the doors, the 3 O's in the hallway is 4 foot wide, easy access to everything here. She got community service only because it's a side effect. That California is, I don't know, man. I don't know. That is some crazy stuff. If you're thinking of doing Airbnb, I would use Hip Camp instead. Not as well known, but draws in a way better kind of crowd. Oh, well, there you go, Matt. Mr. Frank's got a little suggestion for you. No maxing outs, maxing oneself out. Yes, ma'am. Probably a 60 by 80 metal building and do the framing myself. Ooh, yeah, look at you, Michigan. The older we get, the more we need to think of those things. Yeah, Tiger. It Grumpy says this is funny. If I have 10 guns and the government takes 10, how many guns do I still have? 19, because I lied to the commie bastards. I'll always remember my brother calling me freaked out with a car full of concert goers and spinning uncontrollable from hydroplaning. Mama Red said, prayers for hubby, please. His surgery in a couple hours. Yes, ma'am, Mama Red. Thoughts and prayers, ma'am. Thoughts and, yeah, wow. So much stuff going on. Get him healed up. Hey, morning, Share Bear. I ran out my campers for Airbnb, 170 a day, delivered and set up. Does great all summer long. If they pay cash, 140, but I'm not telling. There you go. Like we've already decided there will be no stairs in our place in the country. I have actually begun to actively hate stairs. Yeah. Although, you know what? I will throw just food for thought. Don't, it's just food for thought. I get now why they do the stairs with the ramp. Because I got to tell you, if I go to walk down that ramp, walking down that ramp, I can do. I can walk up that ramp. That is just the most painful shit trying to walk up that ramp because of the incline. And when my left foot goes down and what it does and tweaks everything, and then I try to even stand on that, I will say on that incline. So I've told her, I get it now. I almost wish I had like 4 steps. I could just kind of come across a flat grade and then kind of go just a kind of like a peg leg hop up, 4 times and then flat surface instead of that long ass incline. Now in my chair, totally useful, just shoot up and down, no biggie. But I will say walking up that ramp, trying to do that is a mofo, and it's very painful, hurts, and yeah, sucks ass. So something to consider. Maybe a little bit of stairs sometimes, dual purposing with the ramp. Because I will say that's one thing I told her was, damn, man, yeah, I could have done a flat grade shot and then just had the 4 steps. And then I could have the ramp from my chair. Because then that way, if I go to walk out, and part like the other day I did was pretty stupid. Now I shot down with my chair, but because it was muddy, I stopped and then I grabbed a stick and I tried to go across, but then that's where that kind of went sucky ass. I don't know. It just that the ramp does seem, unless you're kind of there. Now, if you're there, you're there. Me, I keep trying to push myself, and so I try to get up when I can and do what I can. Although I've learned to time myself, because if I have these projects, well, then I can't do too much because I already burn up my reserve just by going into the restroom and shit. So Rescue just had an idea, but have you ever seen a chiropractor to get your hips adjusted? Thought I had lower back. Oh yeah, no, I've got several MRIs, Michigan. It's minors in my vertebrae. I've got discs that are blown out, and then I've got vertebrae that have disintegrated, and I've got degenerative disc disease back there. So yeah, but I get what you're saying. And I'm scared of a chiropractor because I got in a pool, and when I came out, it totally jacked me up because things didn't quite go back where they were. And all of a sudden I ended up with different patches on my legs that I lost feeling in and shit. So now I kind of worry about that, but I get where you're going. So I'm not trying to like say that's bad. You know what I'm saying? My new hip is great, but the other one got jelly. So just scrap me. I told the famine, don't let the man have the money. There you go. 2 flights of stairs here and 1 outside to the deck. See, Sophie, you need one of those, what do they call them? Dumb waiters, where you got like the little elevators, only it's not an elevator, or whatever they call them, like dumb waiters, where you can just kind of go, take the stuff up. That way you got to carry shit up and down the stairs. I keep what's going on, guys, away from here. Guys here right now are great people. You may notice some future disturbances with others, and for that I apologize. But everybody here right now, just know you have no part in bad things, and I know that. Morning, John. My doctor looked at my neck x-ray and told me that I have either given a lot of or liking heavy metal. Damn, Brian. Yeah. Elusive, what's up, brother? Good to see you. How's the weather up there? Bug Out Adventures. Morning, ma'am. Morning, ma'am. Who else we got coming in up in here? Hey, Miss Kelly. Morning, morning. Kelly and Rambo. See, like their channel, I'd like to have theirs up, promoting it. So I don't know, man. Trying to do some kind of like a morning radio show, only without a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? John McGill. Morning, morning. There we go. I just saw that again. Roni. Sorry, I'm scrolling back. I scrolled up to try to catch it. Only all I did was get farther behind. There we go. Hey, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever that's working for you. Right, Alyssa? Too many names? Just throw the deuces up for everybody. Uh-oh, you were in top chat Bug Out Adventures? Oh, man. Come on. All messages, live chat. Hey. Holy shit, excuse me. I should have muted that, and I apologize. Sorry about that. Hey, listen to this. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Should have muted, and I apologize. Rude behavior. Check out Paul Harvey for a minute. The latrine is hollering my name. Thank y'all very much.
And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay past midnight at a meeting of the school board. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night with a newborn colt and watch it die, then dry his eyes and say, maybe next year. I need somebody who can shape an axe handle from a persimmon sprout, shoe a horse with a hunk of car tire, who can make harness out of hay, wire, feed sacks, and shoe scraps, who planting time and harvest season will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon, and then painin' from tractor back put in another 72 hours. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody strong enough to clear trees and heave bales, yet gentle enough to yean lambs and wean pigs and tend the pink-combed pullets, who will stop his mower for an hour to splint the broken leg of a meadowlark. So God made a farmer. It had to be somebody who'd plow deep and straight and not cut corners, somebody to seed, weed, feed, breed, and rake and disc and plow and plant and tie the fleece and strain the milk, somebody who'd bale a family together with the soft, strong bonds of sharing, who would laugh and then sigh and then reply with smiling eyes when his son says that he wants to spend his life doing what Dad does. So God made a farmer.
See, that was just good stuff, wasn't it? Oof. Okay. What do we got? Did I miss anything? Used to start out our days with old Paul. Yep. Thought about getting into that too. Kind of start throwing out. I don't know, man. It's kind of like, I don't know, reloading something. You do that so much when you got to do something else. Well, if we don't change the way we think and the way we kind of carry ourselves, then we're not going to be sending the right message to the next generation, our kids, grandkids, younger people. So I don't know. I'm more worried about character than image. And by the way, Kelly, are y'all getting hammered by the rain last night? No, unfortunately, we're doing it next month, and it probably won't rain anymore. So let me scroll up, because Kelly might already say, I'm so tired of rain. Yep. Okay. Never mind. I saw where Kelly. Because, I don't know, man. I can't do shit outside. Hell, I didn't even go check eggs yesterday because, damn, it's a stream. Prepping artists, this is our first real rain in the last 50 days. I'm glad it didn't come during the frigid polar vortex thing, right? Well, I will say I'm kind of glad that at least, we've had a lot of rain, but I'm glad it didn't come on all at once. Just the bottom fell out and stayed that way, because that's what caused the damn house to slide last time, because it hits the ground so fast and it just starts riding on top and it won't soak in. This one at least was a lot soaked in, and now we're starting to get the saturated parts, but wouldn't start a damn thing on a Friday until we heard Paul say, "Good morning, America. It's Friday." And then we would commence to working. Sophie B, same, glad it warmed up a bit, but the rain sucks, still cold and dreary. Okay, time to sit for a bit. There you go, Savage Lee. It's time to sit for a bit. I haven't checked for eggs in days. The chickens were self-cooped the whole time we were in deep freeze, so not enough sunlight. Well, I worry about mine, busting the eggs, because they might bust them because they're in their way. I don't know why all of them feel the need to use the same thing anyway, but Teresa, it's been chilly here. Snow has hung around but started melting yesterday. We'll be gone with all the rain for sure. Looking forward to spring. I know, man. Cannot wait for spring. Ooh, man. And I said last year I'm gonna try to go fishing. I'm gonna try to take y'all fishing. Well, this year coming, I'm gonna try to take y'all fishing, provided that we still got somewhere to fish when it's time. Shit is kind of getting a little unreal right now. Don't let them start eating their eggs. Hard to get them started. I know, rabbits. See, that's what I worry about. That's why I've been always making a point to go check, because I'm afraid that they'll do that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I got to try to figure out something. So I'm considering going stationary and trying to figure out where I can put that stationary, so that then that way I can fortify it better. I can monitor it better. I can create me a path with stepping stones that I can take my chair on. Because that's if I could just zoom out and kind of go, okay, here's what I'd like to do. I would like to have like the ideal setup would be to put the coop over by my building, fence in that whole little rectangle, put one of those bird deals on top, the netting to keep the hawks out and shit, and then have a path of like the stepping stones literally created to where I could come off the ramp, go across, turn, and go right into it with that pad in my chair. And then that would be ideal. That just maybe by next year I can get to there. Hey, what's up, Mayhem? What's up, bud? What's up, buddy? My hens are all still laying. The amount of eggs I have is wild. See, that's so far which the other day with the dogs only got one, but getting 2 to 3, just, good days, bad days. But it won't be long. Gonna have some more. In another week or so, I'm going to open one of my jars. I'm blessed to see how they fared. Will be 1 year. Pace Picante. Uh-oh. Where did Savage go? My chickens have been laying kind of normal. I didn't even check every day. It was yesterday. In fact, I ate my surplus homegrown eggs, had scrambled eggs with Pace Picante sauce. I wonder, though, does that Pace Picante sauce, does it have that biodegradable or what bioengineered? Does that on that label? Never looked at that. Need to look at that. I'm thinking of a chicken tractor, mobile pin for them. See, that's what I did savagely. I had never even heard of a chicken tractor before. Then I heard that, and that's actually what I ended up building out there was a chicken tractor. And I used my mower to move it. And it's actually a very jerry-rigged thing because I have, like on the zero-turn mowers, those front wheels, I had a place that gave me 4 of those. They got no bearings in them. So what I did, I took 2x4s, drilled a hole, and I used a closet dowel rod as the axle. And that's actually what those wheels roll on, is a wooden dowel rod. But then I hooked the front up with my mower and a chain, and then I just pull it. I woke up with a headache this morning. The truck next to me was running all night, and his exhaust was getting into my cab. Ooh, damn, Mayhem. Yeah. Oh, it does. There you go. See, where does that even come into play? Why Pace Picante sauce, chopped up veggies? Why do you feel the need to put bioengineered food in that, or whatever? I wouldn't even call it bioengineered food. It's bioengineered crap. See? Bioengineered. See, that doesn't even, it's like when they put that in the mayonnaise. I couldn't understand. It's like, it's mayonnaise. What ingredient do you need to put? Why? And see, and it's, I don't know. We made one out of PVC pipe and chicken wire. Really like these moves. See, Frank, that's what I kind of wish I had it done. And if I could go and do it again, which I need to kind of, I might have to do something. But I wish I had done it then but I wouldn't. I got to tell you though, I got a hurricane coop. I think that coop could probably stand a hurricane. So, hey, Kelly, you missed me. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do? Let me scroll. I'm going. Climbing back up there. Where'd I go? My hens aren't laying yet, but they are about 4 months old. So soon, hopefully. Ooh, there you go. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to miss you. Hey, morning, Greta. But the bioengineer makes it taste so much better. That's probably what they'd like for you to think, Brian. I'm just floored, man. Super Dave, the tomatoes, onions, veggies could all have it in there. Yeah, but see the bioengineered, it's like when you look at like, okay, the pecani sauce, you're dicing up vegetables, and yeah, there's some chemicals that go in there for the preservatives of stuff and everything. I get it, but all of a sudden, because that wasn't always there, it's like bioengineered wasn't always on Hellman mayonnaise. So what did you go in and did you replace something to then put bioengineered as the filler, or did you just add that into the whole mix, or exactly what? Why did you have to change? And that's what me and the missus talk about. Why do you have to add that now? What's different now that's causing the change? And that's why it's, to me, it's just not, it's not good. So I would prefer not to eat shit that has that in it. You shall know them by their fruits. This is how you figure out why many things happen the way they do. It's genetically modified ingredients, which is bioengineered, which is full of fake stuff. Looks real, tastes real, but ain't real food. See, that's what I'm talking about. And it's like, man, the hell with that shit. But see, but then that's okay, Rabbit. See, this is what I told my son, because my son was kind of like, oh, well, if it's always been there, what's the deal? And I told him, going, you know what? Just because I was doing something, the minute I find out it ain't good, not a problem with stopping. I don't know. Is eating that shit is why all of a sudden people have weak ass immune systems, why people have more cancer problems, why people have more medical issues now? Could be. I don't know. I guess the only way we'll know is if a bunch of people stop eating that shit and go back to eating natural food, and all of a sudden you start to see this distinction. Because I will say, Amish people don't eat that shit, and they don't seem to have a bunch of the medical problems that the rest of the damn country has. So there must be something to something, you know? So that's why I look for it now. Because, I mean, I would prefer to change out anything. If I had, it'd be nice to just live on the thing and make it all, but that ain't a reality. Let's see, 2 hours. I think I'm probably only going to hit today about 3 hours. I don't know. I'm an anomaly. I eat once a day, so it hasn't caught up with me yet. I used to be that way. Now I eat twice a day. I eat morning lunch, mainly around the lunchtime. Y'all know how late that usually is. And then once she gets home, we eat something. Like the tomatoes, they water them for like a week. than they are sprouts. What do they do? It's genetic codes to make it do that. Normal seeds need a lot. Yeah, see, well, that's that whole modifying shit, Savage, and that's I'm not into that. I'm not a big, and I don't mean this, so please don't nobody take this as some kind of like an attack or something. It Kelly, I really, really want to go to a meetup. Hey, you know what, Kelly? Because it is, I gotta say, you sit around and it's like talking with Ladysmith or Sophie or Tiger or Elusive, Yankee Watch. Talking in chat's one thing, but man, when you kind of sit around the fire or you're just throughout the day, you know, you kind of, it's a whole lot cooler. So it is pretty nice. Prepper Book Club, morning, morning, morning. I think so. Rescue, when I wander off from my controlled diet and eat that crap, I got all kinds of problems. Headache, migraines, severe heart. See, that's why all right, Michigan, make it a good day, bud. I just got here. Have you talked about the Kerry Lake video? No, ma'am. What Kerry Lake video? I mean, I like Kerry Lake, so I'm sure there's some positive message out of her, but I haven't seen it. I kind of was covering the border crossings, and with the known terrorist guy that came across, I showed that and talked a little bit about the National Guard. Grays are a little here, a little there. Rescue, we gonna have a meetup in Texas? Well, it looks that way, ma'am. I would say Nikki in between prepping is having one in Centerville, and then there was talk of people showing up down here, but this would probably be more of a work thing because they were talking about helping me level the house. So this would be kind of like a work hangout barbecue. But now the one Nikki over in Centerville, and that wouldn't be too far from y'all, actually, I don't think. You know, just a little ways to the west. Now that's just going to be straight up just a meetup, hanging out around campfire kind of stuff. So Pilgrim says Kerry Lake bribe video. So what did she do? She got oh, okay, they tried to bribe her. Doesn't surprise me a bit. Dude, look at the shit that they're doing with Nikki Haley. You're seeing a full exposure of that career politician move. They cannot, you know, at first it started out, oh, the Democrats will never let Trump in. The Democrats, they're not going to let, it ain't the Democrats, it's career politicians. It's that crooked entity up there, rather, regardless of their party label. It's that corruptionist. They don't want that dude in there because he has seen what it's about and he doesn't like it. So, but it doesn't surprise me that they tried to bribe Kerry Lake. I was actually surprised. Matter of fact, my surprise was DeSantis. I figured DeSantis would probably come out and back Nikki Haley because he doesn't like Trump, because he wants to be a career politician. And so doesn't surprise me a bit. Let me scroll just a moment. My thoughts on Abbott's response. I'm, you know what? I'm all for it. And I did talk about that. I'll highlight it again here in just a sec. Give me 1 sec. Got it, Sophie. The Arizona RNC offered her money from people back east to stay out of the race. Oh, yeah. We don't need them. They need us. Well, we all need each other. We need people to do the righteous job and not make a career out of scamming us. That's what we need. We need legit representation. Wish I could go. Actually, I've experimented making houses level. I've done my own home, did it to the house. I was a teenager and I used to put up circus tents. Right on, Savagely. And I was 40 minutes behind on video. Now I'm caught up. Kelly. There you go. So my take, bug out adventures. And I wanted to I did clarify it earlier, and I'll say it again. Just we got new people in here. So the ruling that you hear about that's, the Supreme Court made, that ruling is not, can Texas do this or not and all that. That response was in response to an appeal on allowing Border Patrol to remove the concentrating wire. So there was a case that was put into court when it got appealed, and I forgot which circuit it was in Texas. The appeals court ruled in Texas's favor. Then that's the one that the Biden administration took that and took it up to the Supreme Court. And so they were just ruling that one. And as of today, it doesn't make a difference because we're still building concentrating fence barricades, and they're dumping over a few thousand more feet of concentrating wire out along the border right now. So that's kind of where that stands. And like I say, man, I don't know. I'm getting to where I'm going to tell you, anybody that wants to do the negative Nancy shit, I suggest you start paying attention. That's what I would do. That's what's kind of got me a little more tuned. The negative Nancy shit, man, now's not the time. This shit's right here. And I mean, I don't know, maybe I guess with the luxury of other places, but now's not the time. Oh yeah, sure enough. The picture of the paste things contains a bioengineered food ingredient. The ingredient from corn in this product comes from genetically modified crops. So it's the corn and the paste salsa stuff. That's your genetically modified shiznit. And I don't know, man. Right on, Bug Out Adventures. Me too. I love my state. Yeah, that was an old footage, Grumpy. That was older footage. That's actually why they went in and pushed them out of there then, because that was part of the instigating shit, dude, because they were literally went in and they cut it in places and pulled it back to let them in. And then there was an incident where they just went up there and then they picked it all up so that they could come crawl underneath. Lady Smith, that's what the Cluckin Alamo is for. The real deal. That's it. The real deal. Perhaps a little malarkey to boot. Well, you got to have your frosting on the cake. Monique, Little Maple Leaf. I'm sorry, I saw you come in, I think, earlier, and I just didn't say nothing, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes my brain skips, so. Who are the feds going to send to remove the 87,000 IRS agency? Well, I don't think they're going to send anybody, because it's the feds that put the 87,000 IRS agents there. And so until we change that, I don't think anybody's going to remove them. Me no sabe. High share bearer still got a banging headache, but I think it's because it's turning into a head flu. But my throat feels a bit better. Still ache, but not as bad. Hey, right on, Tina. So no more razor wire in the throat, huh? The right, G Montana. FJB. Hey, I got my little. Where's my little deal? Here's my little deal. I have to do my little patch. There we go. Swing. FJB. Let's go, Brandon. Biden said you need an F-16. Yeah, to go against you. If I remember, Texas has an entire squadron of them. This is true. You know, and that's why I don't know. You got to watch the negative Nancy shit because it's gonna be distraction shit. You know, don't get focused. Don't start to bring that into a focal point. They start seeing that starting to narrow, they'll run in to kick that back out. Like, no, look at this, look, oh! And it's like, no. To hell with that shit. Rescue still some there, but I think I've managed to evict some of it. Right on, because boy, that shit right there will make you feel like you're just in pieces. Always carry bolt cutters, just dumbass up there pretending to be the big guy. But remember, there here in Missouri, we have the stealth bomber, right? Ordered them. Okay, so man says if anyone's interested, I found a good deal on 6 Biofang radios on Amazon for $110. We ordered them for our search and rescue organization. There you go. I will say, meeting everybody and kind of where we're at and everything, I do regret getting rid of the antenna mast that used to be right out there. Used to have an antenna mast, little 3-legged antenna mast that went up. I got to say, it would be nice if I still had that. I'd like to put an antenna. I would get into some ham radio shit then and talk to y'all. Some of the y'all that have ham radios, we could get into shooting the shit over the radio. Hey, I could establish as a Texas base camp. Morning, Cherokee. What's up? Debt clock cover up with NWO, the part show all equals mass overload population equals US dollars. So everything is to crash the dollar. Well, it's to make people suffer. While people are suffering, then you can change things. Most of us have too much life stuff, simple know and do, right? Monique, no, because they make me sick. But I've been drinking hot orange, which is just as good. Cool. Savagely says, ooh, back again. When things happen, I hop. So sorry. Do you have a gas leak? My dad had one of those for his CD home base. Right, Tiger? See, we used to have one, and we had it for the TV stations out of Houston you could get, or out of Beaumont, or out of Lufkin you'd get. So, and then had a CB for a little while, but then it just ended up not being used. And then, of course, when cable came around and did that, and then we just stopped using it. Well, at one point, I don't know if it was my mom or if I don't remember, but one of us decided to just take it down and get rid of it. I actually think the neighbor has part of it. Rabbit says, I'm fixing to get my old Siltronics back in play. Also need to get my mobile take in and program. Then I'll have both base and mobile capability at hand. There we go. See, then we'll start trying to talk. Maybe I need to try to, I don't know, come up with something. I have the older bio things. You can listen to local emergency channel. I kind of stopped that. Cops don't care about me. I don't care to hear emergency calls. Car wrecks mostly, yeah. Tina, that's unfortunate. Sorry about Ravina. There's lots of vitamin C in that. Doomsday clock, Mitch, hanging near midnight. I have some ham radios and still so clueless on how to use them. I've read stuff and think I get a grasp. I'm just ham radio literate. Kelly says, I want to get a good ham radio set up for a few months, but I know absolutely nothing about comms. Yeah, see, that'd be a good way to kind of slowly get into it, you know? Because I will say, when it won't take much to kill all this communication, just like the phones, it really won't take nothing to kill the phone communication. So, I mean, if you wanted to do something, it's literally the ease of flipping a switch to make it non-existent. Twisted pair phone might take a little bit more. You got to get the participation of the companies because that's different. But all right, Sophie B. She says, all right, gotta work, so time to go. Rescue chat and later, Gators. After a while, Crocodile. Thanks for hanging out, Sophie. Make it a good day, ma'am. Bugguy says, brain fog this morning, strawberry cake hangover. Hey, you can't knock that hangover, though. Monique says, I love my biofang. It gets such good radio reception here in the mountains. See, maybe, you know what, Monique? See, I need to try to get me one and get me a decent antenna. Maybe we could chat through the radio. Lots of good ham channels out there. Right, Preppers Book Club? Thinking with all the trees around here, I might need a really big antenna. Getting my ham radio license is on my to-do list this year. Yeah, it would be helpful. I mean, I'm just not, I mean, in Minecraft, so like if you were playing Minecraft and, you know, the game started to crash, I don't think if you have a Minecraft license to operate the radio, it would really matter in Minecraft. Then you would just use it as is, because then the enforcing things are not into play. That's all now been put, you know, to the back burner. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Miss Angela, morning. Unless you're doing formal alternative emergency responders work, ham is too stuffy for daily conversations. Ride some skip. Yep. Yeah, Huckleberry, the infrastructure. Well, see, that's just it on the digital side, you know, as far as the cable and, you know, the data thing, that's easy to cut off. I will say, Twisted Pair, you would have to have the phone companies cooperation locally. Because I will say, if, like, say something happened, if we have a Twisted Pair phone landline here, if the phone company didn't want to participate in that, if they decided to cut off outside source, they could actually still, everybody around here with on connected to that hub could still talk. Where when it comes to this, not so much. When the switch gets flipped, it gets flipped. Yeah, new antennas are cheap. I got on that wraps around body like police use. I got mine for $12. There you go. My house had one of those old antennas when I bought it, but I had a satellite put on it and the technician removed it. Kind of wish I still had it. Right, Monique? Comms is definitely a big brain subject. Lots of science. This is true. Tiger, I got my GMRS license. Not sure if I want the ham one or not. David Divine Broadcasting. Just calm down, David. Just calm down. Everybody just needs to calm down. What's up, sir? How have you been, David? It's good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well in the big state of Ohio. Rescue, I put the link in the chat. Right on, Mayhem. I can't do it through StreamYards. If it was in the Streamlabs ones, I could click on that link. Savage League. My wife and I use our bar things like walkie-talkies when we were like rewiring the house. I'm in the attic or There you go, Savage. I have one of them big old beam style antennas that's hooked up on the cabin for air TV. Works great here in all the trees. There you go, Rabbit. Tiger's a shiver. I don't know what a GMRS is. Oh man, I'll have to find you the breakdown for that acronym. I'll text you the link. Was that you, Mayhem? Roger that. There we go. Ooh, let's see. What are we at? Kiss off been in yet this morning? No, Eric. No, she hasn't. I feel I'm on the fence right now. You want me to be honest? I hope everything is okay. But then at the same time, my feelings would be a little ruffled that she didn't show up. But I understand. Man, to each their own. Everybody got to do them. I think right where they stop Evo, go to helium or natural gas, something in the blip in 10 years. Calm like a ball. No, Monique, Ohio is not here. It was David Devine is from Ohio too. So that's where I was just asking the condition. No, it'd be nice to see Miss Ohio. She's an awesome lady. It was nice meeting her too at the meetup. There you go. Mitch says it's the General Mobile Radio Service. And there you go. Rabbit's got you too. General Mobile Radio Service. Yep. Teresa's in Ohio. Frank's in Ohio. Ohio in the house. We had Mad Shed in here. I don't know if he's still listening. He's a working. Not seeing Moose or Money either. Yeah, now, well, I haven't seen Moose since he did the late night thing of just coming in. I hadn't seen him yet, but Monty was here just a little bit ago, so I don't know where he might have gone off. There she is. What's up, Kiss Off? How are you, sis? I was just worried about you because usually you're here from when I start. And I didn't even see you. And so then I start going, wait, did I miss something yesterday? Were her and Chuck supposed to do something? So are they out doing something? And then, of course, I'm just human like everybody else. So then I kind of go, I don't know. What if I don't know. What if something happened and she's pissed off or something? And so then I thought about that too. So I can't help it. I'm a thinker. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? I've all got to make it a good day. Right on, Anthony. Make it a good day. Monique says, my other favorite person, Lady Smith, is in Ohio. This is true. We've got Lady Smith up there. Like I says, Google that shit. Dusty's Country Road, Ohio. What? See, so we got some Ohio representation. Gotta let the chickens out. Be right back. Where's the meetups in Texas again? Will they be announced? Bug Out Adventures. In between prepping, Nikki was as far as I know, Tiger would know more on it. When she gets back, we'll ask her. But that's over in Centerville. And then mine wasn't so much a meetup as in there were people talking about meeting up down here and helping me level the house. So, but the actual meetup when Nikki in between prepping was going to have one in Centerville, I do believe, is where it is. Illinois, Shearbear says Illinois here. Kiss off, we're dead and passed over. Oh, whatever. Better to be pissed off than pissed on. Well, I don't know, man. This still with some weird shit nowadays, mayhem. I think that might be up for debate from the sounds of some shit. I used to think that was just some kind of weird, freakish, rare thing, but apparently it's more common than you realize. Scat Pack's in Ohio. Looky there. Miss Angela, Saturday, we're going to do an egg candling on Saturday. I'm going to do it. An egg candling so we can take a peek and see what's up. Huckleberry in between lurker. Them Ohio's invading the chat. Got a lot of Ohio people in here. See, look, there goes Monique. See, that's what I'm saying. I used to think it was some kind of just but then I realized that, oh no, it's a popular kind of thing. There you go. Tiger came back in time, and she's like, Nikki's is in Centerville, Texas, April 19th through the 21st. And I guess she's going to do a thing on her community thing or something. I don't know. I don't really know how that's going down. I'm assuming. My chickens are cockadoodling away now, too. I will have to step out for a moment. It's my last undone chore for now. There you go, Savage. Group of black Democrats sue Chicago over migrant crisis. Oh, there you go. Oh, morning, Neville. Morning. Sorry if I've missed anybody that came in. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling down through chat and woke up to snow in the bedroom. What? What happened, Kiss Off? Effing dogs chewed up both brand new pillows. Oh, okay. I got you. So you ain't got snow in the bedroom. You got busted up pillows. Whew. Snow and cotton are two different things. Man, you had me worried, lady. I'm like, holy shit, what the hell happened to the roof? Sheriff says, Rabbit, you see, we are 1.2% compliant on registering our banned guns. Great Russian coming into a new place. Oh, hey man, this is the Cluckin Alamo, Neville. This is just real people, real shit. This is where we get shit done. It's the Cluckin Alamo. I need to come up with a cool little commercial for Ghost Designs. And like I said, see, I would really like to. I'm going to work on it, though. I just got to get somebody to help me with graphics. And like I said, I might end up having to reach out to some of them people that do that shit for a living and see what it's going to run to get a package thing and get some little deals made up and shit. It's an effing cotton fest. I need workers for the field. Go get the line together, Kissaw. Go get the line together. Right, Mayhem. I thought she meant literal snow too. And then it's like, oh, okay, they tore up pillows. Wait. I like Papas. Wait, what do you mean, Mrs. Metal? What did I miss? What did I miss? Neville, I saw you in a different chat yesterday, I think. Not sure which one, though. I'm in a lot of places. I noticed Mike isn't here today, so I guess we can say the F word. This might just be my new place to hang out then. Well, all righty, Neville, you're more than welcome. Usually Monday through Saturday, I do 5 a.m. Central, and then I kind of do it for 2, 3, 4 hours, 5 hours. I try to cut it off at 6 hours. for editing purposes, in case there's something I need to edit out. Excuse me. But yeah, I try to be as consistent as I can be. And so you're always more than welcome. I mean, I talk about serious stuff, talk about some news. I don't dwindle and repeat what thousands of other channels are saying. So I'll just kind of highlight some stuff. And like here lately, I'm going to be focusing mainly on Texas stuff because it's just where I live and it's all coming to a head. So, right, Huckleberry? See, that's what happens when you put diapers on pooches. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, there, Tiger's back. Hello, yeah, my number rescue. I can work on that. I know, but you got other things to do, Mayhem, and oh well, fuck it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna bullshit. You know why I don't reach out to the people directly is because I think that you would do things out of the kindness of your heart for me, like you already have, and then I don't know how to deal with that. So if I go a different way, you know, Tiger, I could be kind of wrong, but it's looking by the way you put that in. It says in between prepping channel, but then it shows the search results for free from Fredder's Grove. So I'm not sure if that link actually goes to free from Fedder's Grove or if it goes to Nikki's, but it's showing it in the thing. Which both the channels are good. So Fetty over at Free from Fedder's Grove, that's a good channel. And then you got in between prepping, but the link I noticed. I was reading the link and it's just kind of like results question search query and then it's free plus from Fedder's. The federal courts of Canada ruled that Trudeau's use of the Emergency Act for the truckers violated the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. So first step in taking that Muppet down. There you go, Monique. And by the way, I saw a little cool thing from Tucker Carlson. He apparently called Trudeau's office to tell him that he's coming to help save Canada. That was the message he left them. Yeah. I'm coming to Canada to save Canada. Let's see. There you go. So Eric got it up. And then, yep, Rabbit's got it up. And poor old Tigers didn't quite post a link, but it put it in there. Yeah, I don't know. YouTubey world. So anybody that was wondering about Nikki's in between prepping, then there's her links. Steel and Tree, Eric put it up, and Rabid Coyote has the links directly to it. Very cool. Very cool. Decipher my read on a fog is thick here, Rabid. Barn is barely visible. Booyah! What's up? I'm adapting and overcoming, girl. Don't put me to challenge. So now, how you like that shit? Yeah. Hopefully that's right since I talked a line of shit, but see, and I didn't even need a decoder ring. What? Eric, a little too late. Well, that might be a life story there, though, Tiger. Badass knives from some badass peeps made in the badass USA. Get you some. Is that somebody you know, Rabbit? Like you know them, or? I like Papa's into his channel. Oh, yeah, Papa's intro. His little dude. I got my own knife. Got mix all my knife. Crap. Let's see what. Oh, wait a minute. What's she got now? Oh, Lord. She's putting me to challenge again. Something. What? Something birthdays. I don't know. Damn, I might actually have to save that one and come back to it. That might take really some serious effort on that one. Mayhem says, well, crap, I'm in and out of service area. I'll catch y'all later. Roger that, Mayhem. Keep it between the mustard and the mayo, bud. Oh, damn, I've been missing so much. Typos do not discern on birthdays. See, that's what I was kind of going. Oh, and then the TB was to you. Got you, Miss Teresa. See? What? Got you. That's okay. See, we're stronger together. I think that's what Indy says. See, we're stronger together. There you go. When one can't decipher, then somebody else can decipher. We will figure out the message together. And sometimes Ladysmith can be just that in depth. It takes multiple people to decipher it. It just depends. Sometimes the challenge requires multiple people. It can be a tough challenge. Where is Indy? Probably in bed, because you got to remember that they're 2 hours behind us. So, like, it's what, 6 o'clock, coming up on 6 o'clock in the morning there. Don't forget, all messages are live chat, y'all. And on the video, if you don't see a red dot next to the word live, then click the word live so you get caught up in the conversation. And we'll see you when you get here. You bet you, Teresa. Shoot, Ladysmith is, that's my buddy. She's a little firecracker. And Kiss Off, I don't, Kiss Off got to be so quiet, and I don't know. She ain't herself. Thanks, Rabbit. I watch best damn EDC and Metal Complex, but both like folders, and so many too rich for my blood. Oh, the knife thing. Okay, it took me a minute to kind of go too rich. Kiss Off. Hey sis. Scat Pack. I don't think it's funny. Women selling themselves. No, that's not funny. Undeserved Teresa thing. They're like sad clowns, Monique. LOL. Really that bad? A good EDC knife is priceless, though. Oh, okay. I see what y'all were talking about as far as with the lot lizards. Yeah, it's whores, it's hookers. It's no self dignity. My opinion. That's just my 2 cents. Yeah, the whole lot lizard thing, it's basically most of the time dope headed whores and just trash. No self dignity, no self care at all. That's my 2 cents. Got no use for it. To me, it's wasted of airspace. People wanted to do that, then they shouldn't reproduce. Here's my best knife cost is $50 and less. That's it. I got this little old timer right here. This little buck went through my grandfather and my father and me, and it will go to my grandson. It ain't got to be big and shiny. It's just got to be sharp. And then I have some older ones. Like here's an old ass old timer. I forgot what brand that cheesy ass little shit was. I gotta say that would be cool to have like a little place and have like a little kiln, sit there and beat some metal, make a knife out of shit. I could take out some frustration and have a little anvil. That'd be kind of cool. I could do that in my chair, even do me one of them leather aprons. It's just that's like no bueno por man. By the way, it's Teresa's birthday. Happy birthday again to Miss Teresa. Oh, well, you should have just gone down to the local truck stop after the sun went down and just kind of sat over and looked. And you kind of got to watch because it'll be set of little nods and windshields and shit. But Tiger, just remember prostituting the oldest profession. See, I don't know. Begging is because someone had to ask for. I don't know. And you know what? To each their own. That's why I try to. It's kind of like that song says, it's like, don't ask me what I think of it because you might not like the answer. Well, that's kind of where I go with that because I just don't. I even managed and balanced topless bars and I treated those ladies like ladies. I didn't treat them ugly. I don't. And I think that if that's a choice that you make, that's a choice you make. I don't think it's a very dignified one. I don't think it does. If you're having kids, I don't think it gives them a good foundation. I think it opens doors for them to be, harassed and bullied, and it makes their life harder in the future. And it's easy to kind of look and going, they just make my kid tough. And I guess if we want to look at that, then we shouldn't be bitching about the world we're in right now because that's probably what every little generation said along the way to us. Well, whatever. So that's why at some point right's right and wrong's wrong and good is good and bad is bad. Not to mention just the fact of when that becomes your form of entertainment is to just watch that and that's like yay, and there's it's not a storyline, there's not a movie, it's just like, oh, I want to watch this. Then I don't know, man. You can't really be shocked when you look at where we are as a country. that might have pissed a lot of people off, and I don't know. I can't change my characteristics and who I am. So no need to complicate. Older women. Yeah. Oh, Lord Wizard, you're so funny. Oh, I know, Tiger. No, I was talking because Catpack even had commented, and we had talked about it before. I just figure I'd throw my 2 cents in there. Might as well see. Hey, you know what? Here's how this goes. Sometimes I say things because if you know what, if this is my thought process, sometimes I'll go, you know what? I might as well throw it out there and let the dust settle where it is. If people are going to go, man, I can't believe Rescue thought that. That's so fucked up. Well, now's the time. I mean, ain't no point in getting deeper into this and then figuring it out. So sometimes I just throw my opinion out because I don't know. People might as well know where I'm coming from. I don't hide nothing. I'm scared to have a child in a world like today. Oh man, dude, I look at my grandkids and I tell my kids that I I don't I'd be in prison. I'd be in prison if my kids were born now during this, I'd already been in prison. When if the school had even begin to dabble in that shit, I would have, or if I found out about a field trip, because I just there's no. Morning, Skydive. What, John? Women seek maturity while truly no offering mutual abundance and maturity, then flip words to falsely prove otherwise. Well, here's where you go, John, though. See, this is my only thing, and I'm not picking on you per se, but just once again, the words. See, whenever people always reply with the opposite, they never take accountability to themselves. It's like if guys talk about, well, women need to do this, women need to do that, women ought to do this, women ought to do that. I automatically look at that and go, well, what are they being offered? So unless you're holding yourself to a better standard, then you can't really ask that. But I hear so many people want to always jump to the other side, whether it's a woman talking about, oh, men this, men that. What are you offering that deserves a better reaction? Just like when men talking about women this and women that. Well, what are you offering for a better alternative? It's easy to always want somebody to cut the pie for you, but it's kind of takes a little bit different to get in and help make the damn thing at the same time. Skydive, once again, I enter the chat at the perfect time. Weirdly, the DNA of men 39 years ago can affect the child you're birthing today. Damn, kiss off. Right, bug out adventures. There you go. Settle down. Triggering protection warning. Let's see, what do we got? So Kiss Off says, went to the he-she doc. She said, do you want a Kubi test? I said, the one where your Q-tip touches my brain, and while you're up that far, your brain, you can take away childhood traumas. No thanks. Bay Smith, yes, we'll let you to that one, Monique. I do wonder I don't want to frighten Rescue's guests away. Uh-oh, where'd Monique go? Oh, with the John comment, hey man, you know, y'all got opinions, you can say them. Brian says, I have a clown hiding under my bed. Well, tell it to cut it in smaller slices, Brian. I think our world standard of both sexes has declined, not just women and not just men. Exactly, Tiger. It's across the board. And once again, it's self-accountability. If people would just start adapting some self-accountability, you can start to see it's like it's easy to always blame everything on something else, but at some point you participated in something. Hey, morning, Craig. What's up? Craig the Hunter. How's the weather down there? Y'all still getting hammered by rain? Shows parents who invested the time by choice or opportunity and those who have not been invested. Self-investment is that crucial. It's how people from poverty rise to abundance. Apparently, frightening people away equates to Monique. What? You know, I gotta say, my wife hates guns, kinda. I told her I wanted to buy a new 1911. She took my 9mm EDC and said, "You'll need to. I like this. It's mine now." Here you go, Savage. That was a trade-off. That was a good trade-off. Just say, Monique, he read about frightening guest away and immediately went for you. What? I don't. Okay, I don't know. I'm totally lost. Y'all just do your thing in chat. Be shit of me, man. Hell, I was trying to wonder, and well, Lady Smith brought that up. I didn't bring it up. Rescue chat morning, y'all listening, trying not to murder people on the roads today. Y'all be safe out if you're out and about. All right, Leslie. Keep your head on a swivel. Make it a good day, too, Leslie. Craig, Hunter, I think you're the guy with the voice I seen on Indy's panel, right? Craig's usually the guy you'll either see him with some kind of hat, glasses, or something, and he's a jokester, so you probably didn't see him sing. You probably heard him up there just cutting a rug. Actually, he does kind of sing, but it's more funny things like with a wig. And Craig's an entertainer. Rescue, can you show a gun pick on a live or will it get you taken? No, I can actually. Well, so far I've shown the pictures. Now, I don't think that I can reach over here and pick one up. I don't know about that, but I think sharing the picture I can because I've done that before. Hell, me and Bushido have talked about different shotguns and shit. So yeah, if you send me the link, I will put it up. We will check it out, man. Bug Out Adventures emotional maturity is lacking in both genders. Spot it, you got it. Sort of like smelt it, you dealt it right. Carried that gun for 3 years. It was looking a little old and shabby. I told her it was getting Boba Fetted with the wear. Damn. Craig says mostly true news. It's good to be a trickster. I'll send you a pic, maybe a couple. Okay, Matt. Okay. I don't know what all I missed, but This is some of them crazy turbulent waters when it comes to this YouTube-y shit. Wait, gotta go get ready. Rambo has a physical therapy appointment. Y'all have a good day. Hey, Kelly, y'all take care. Be safe out there on the roads. Keep your head on a swivel, ma'am. Tell Rambo I said good luck, thoughts of prayers and strength and wisdom for y'all. Make it a good day. Thanks for hanging out. What? Plus, I modified the gun. Sweet. All that on a pistol. It was cheap too, like $40 for a bag full of modifications. There you go, Savage Lee. Now, Cherokee, are you still on the trail? Where are you at on the trail? Out of curiosity. Oh, is today? No, that's tomorrow. Bug out would be proud, right? PA Trail. So in the Pennsylvania Trail, heading to the Wide Hollow via 310 miles away. Okay, Cherokee. So now you're in Pennsylvania. Cherokee be hiking away. Here, I'm going to go ahead and close these out because I ain't planning on. It's all right. Tigers are kind of wild. We'd be worried if you didn't just a little. Craig says I harvested a huge doe Monday with my new 444 Marlin single shot. Very happy with that round. It's a cannonball. Hell yeah, Craig. That's what's up, buddy. Backstrap. Man, can't go wrong with that. Plus, now you got your venisons and your chilies and stuff, but the backstrap. Gotta love that backstrap. I'm not usually stirring up so much in chat. Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? She got something. I had to scroll up to see what Tiger did. I don't know what Tiger did. Hell, I don't know what anybody did. Yeah, like any boy that starts with a 4 is usually a big one, right? Hey, Kush. Morning. Morning and blessings to you in Jesus' name, Kush. Appreciate you. Bug out finally stopped raining. Now got to wait for the runoff to go down. It's floods here when it rains. Yeah, that's ooh, I can't wait to get to laying out some landscape timbers because I'm going to redirect a lot of this water flow. I've been watching these. Man, look at you. Man, oh man. That's rock solid. Thank you very much. Let's see. Uh-oh, Matt sent me something. Let's see. Well, here, I'm going to do these on the computer. That way I pull them up. Just the prostitute joke, Monique. I'm innocent of all else. Lord have mercy. All right, let me get over here, pull this and this. All right, this is Matt's. Bam. So that's Matt's. If I download it, I could spin it around. So we got that one, and that's very nice looking. Got that nice, pretty little deal. Like that pretty little one. And then a gun rack that he made with the shotguns on it. It's a cedar gun rack. So Matt's got that one. The Scar. Then he's got, oh damn. Matt, is that for Judge? And then he's got his gun rack with the shotguns on it. And that does look pretty cool. Very cool. Very cool, Matt. Thank you for sharing that with us, sir. That's a pretty little dude. But now, do you actually use that, Matt? Do you actually practice with that? Or does that just so because it looks pretty with the pearl grip? So do you actually practice with that? So I was leaving that there for you, Matt. So do you practice with your 1911? Like, do you go and kind of you get familiar with it and right on? There you go. Run over 1,000 rounds through it. All right. So now we're going to move on to the next, though, Matt. So do you kind of got that Scar down pretty good? Out of curiosity, have you run about the same amount through the Scar? Yeah, that 1911 is pretty G-Monana. I'm waiting on Matt, though, and it's like, so more through the Scar? Right on. There you go. Practice makes perfect. And those are some good quail guns, duck guns. Stock's a little too long, in my opinion, but no, I'm just checking with you, buddy. Dude, that is awesome, Matt. And I do appreciate you sharing that with me, with us. It's very cool of you, sir. That was very awesome of you. Dang. So I wonder, is Fetty going to go live this morning? I didn't even notice. Hey, tomorrow night, don't forget, Native's got his deal at 7:05 tomorrow evening. Tonight at 6:30, we got Hudson Valley with We All Gonna Die Wednesday. What's up? There's Fetty. What's up, man? How was work? Yeah, I don't know about the young man part, but I appreciate the sentiment. Right, Craig, shotguns are classic, perfect for displaying. Yeah, the barrel was just a little too long and the stock was a little too long, but it in that format with a cedar rack like that was perfect. Got about 4 hours of sleep. So did you just come in from work? Did you just get home from work now? Oh, thank you, Mrs. Meadow. That was kind of weird. I must say, I kind of went and watched. I watched that last night. I did the best I could, and I appreciate all the compliments. I personally think that I totally dropped the ball, but I appreciate all the compliments. Rescue, in that interview with Hutch, what was the name of that skill you wanted to know? Called CAD design. Forgot actually what that means. It's like computerized assisted design or something like that. I forgot what that means, but it's CAD. It's what they use drawing schematics for parts or like wire lines, electrical lines through towns. That whole layout is a schematic. That's part of the CAD system. And I had been messing with it before. That's why when he was like, if you could just know something, it'd be like, oh, CAD. CAD is awesome. Okay, Fetty. So you just got home. You got home at 5 and you just woke up now. Okay, right on. You were shocked. What were you shocked about, Mrs. Meadow? You said I was shocked. Did I shock you during the interview? The bottom was a cheap one I picked up. I'm about to go back to bed in a couple hours. Been up since 3. Alrighty, Tiger. And thank you for the compliment. And thank you, Miss Meadow. So what were you shocked about, though? You being so calm. Oh, hell, I was tripping out trying to figure out the end. I'm like, oh, wow, I had never thought about that. Okay. Probably so, Monique, because it's so common. It's and what I like about that program is, see, it's not specific. It's not, oh, that's just for, making car parts, or, oh, that's just for making electronic component parts. Oh, that's just, it's, CAD goes across everything. If you once you learn the program, you can draw airplane, you can design airplanes, buildings, do electrical grids for cities, towns, states. You can do the plumbing, sewer. schematics for cities, towns, states. You can do design parts, a trigger for something, a bolt for something, the body of something. So that's one of those tools. To me, it's like a hammer. You can have a hammer, but that hammer, it's used to forge metal, drive and nail, bend out metal. I mean, that's why I picked CAD, because it's just, that would be, man, spot on. There's nothing you couldn't step into with CAD. This and that. I got a scar. I'm so jelly. Right. It was how the pattern torches ran. Oh, okay. So let me scroll up, Rabbit. Computer auto design, something like that. We had a CAD CAM system in our welding shop. Yeah, probably if you had like a plasma table or something, that was what was running. That was CAM and CAD, that G code stuff. He has great questions. Yeah, it was definitely a trip. Thanks. Hutch doing the cop thing, right? Oh, and thank you, Cherokee. Sent me an email. All right, Miss Tina, give me a sec. I'll look. Stepping out. Have a good day. Yeah. All right, G-Mo Nana. Make it a good day, man. Keep your head on a swivel. Help somebody smile. And be safe. Went to school for drafting and learned CAD. There you go, Teresa. See, that's, man. Where's Hutchin backwards? There's no telling, Cherokee. The one gun, I'd pick out all of them. Show. Yep, I'm a bam. We would be here for an hour if I sent all my pictures. I'd take it. There's no way I could pony up the cash for one. Right. No, man, there's so much nice looking stuff. Let me see. Something messaged. Oh, okay. Monty's, I guess Monty got him something. Hold on. Got to pull this picture up over here in the email. Give me 1 minute or 1 second or 20 seconds or 30. I don't know. Just when I get it done, I get it done. Okay. Give me 1 sec, Miss Tina. And, damn. Not quite sure. Okay, there's just something weird about that, Monty. What looks off about that? Was that some kind of duck hunting shotgun that got transformed? Hold on, I'm going to show this. Listen, let me catch her. My buddy has a CNC router. So cool. He carved a picture of a pumpkin on a pumpkin. Oh, there you go. I prefer the Maverick 88. Best money you can spend on reliability in Belgium. So it's not Monty's. No, it's not. I mean, that probably would have a better picture than this one. I'm just saying. All right, Monty, here it comes. So this is what Monty sent me. So this is the overall length. And then this turns it sideways, but you don't see the end. So that has the buttstock on it. And then it's without the buttstock. Why does that, man? That looks like that ought to be stopping about right there past that chamber tube. Somehow that just looks extra long. I might be totally wrong. Somehow it just seems like it ought to be I'm off about an inch past that tube. But hey, if it does the job, it does the job, and that's what matters. It does look better without the buttstock on it. I just asked him, it's not CAD he is using, it's CADA, he says. Oh, okay. No, it was 19 inches. Maybe hold on, sweet man. I just asked him. Let me scroll, man. That damn Streamlabs makes everything shot by quick. Okay, so it's just Backwoods Where, his channel where. Oh, they no, him and Hutch were live earlier. I don't think they are anymore. And somebody said that Hutch was coming over, but then he could just be lurking. I don't know. Backwoods apparently was up all night. Okay, not legal. Mine's 18 and a half. Knowing Hutch, he may have taken it down. He doesn't keep all his lives up. This is true. 18 and a half is legal, but it depends where your bolt is closed at. Gotcha. Okay, caught up. Now, let me see, because I'm trying to slowly get caught up. What do we got here? Oh, okay. Used to. Okay, got you. And then, now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. And I'm not going to, so I showed you Monty's because Monty, that was the thing. But I don't, if y'all don't tell me to show, I ain't showing. So, and if y'all don't say, then I ain't saying. You know what I'm saying? And Miss Tina, I got the email. Yes, ma'am. But I mean, if you, it would just be for a few minutes because I'm probably only got about 35 minutes left. And then I'll probably be shutting it down. So, no offense, please, ma'am, at all. Please do not take any. Just like with Fetty, hopefully he doesn't take any because I didn't send him an invite, and I apologize. I'm not trying to shun nobody. I just today was one of those days. So please do not be upset. But yeah, this will probably be an early day today because I don't know. We all get our own shit in our heads, and we all have to process it however we process it. So, you know, so hopefully you don't get too flustered. That's why I didn't really send any invites out. You know, I was kind of I was just in my shit. And so, you know, I share some, and I can't share everything because it is the World Wide Web. So, hey, morning, Larry. Larry says, what happened to Camel Carl? Last I heard of him as he was ranting about the courts in DMV of Michigan. He went to court. He's got to gather some more documents, and he was actually around the other day. And I appreciate it, Freddie. Hopefully Miss Tina don't get too mad at me. Because I do enjoy the conversation, but it's sometimes, you know, my head's still like I'm talking with you guys and reading your chat because I try to keep out of that little other area that it's so easy for me to get into. So yeah, I don't know. Hell, I was going to shut it down over an hour ago as far as this overwhelming feeling inside of me. I was just like, man, just end it, be done today. Just because, yeah. But see, I ain't going to get up here and whine and be all in my shit and all in my feels. You know, I kind of tell y'all and so you got to process shit. And I will say this digital bullshit world, it's a different take on me. So I got to learn how to process this, and I don't, because, okay, I don't know if I can even explain this right. So this might sound batshit crazy and whatever. See, in the real world, I meet somebody, people can go, I don't judge. I do. I'll tell you straight up, I judge you. I'm profiling you. That good old fashioned profile word. I do that shit. I've done that shit since I was 18 years old. Because you know what? That's what kept me from getting something stuck in my fucking kidney or upside my neck or some shit. So I learned to profile. I make no qualm about it. And so with the real world, I can meet you. I don't get intimidated by anybody's physical size. You're not fixing to whoop my ass in no way that ain't already been whooped. And you might want to pack a few lunches because we're going to be here for a minute. So I don't get the physical intimidation. That doesn't work with me. And so I can usually judge somebody and the character of somebody. And it's kind of like, okay, cool. Oh, no, not at all, Tiger. Had nothing to do with that. I can guarantee you that had not a damn thing to do with that whole topic. Had jack shit to do with any of that. I'm telling you straight up, can't be more plainer than that right there. Please do not wear that with you at all. It had jack shit to do with any conversation taking place in this chat. Plain and clear, to the point, not making nothing there. So, but when it comes to real world engagements, I can read. And if you're kind of like a shithead, I can kind of pick up on that. And I can, in the real world, I don't discard people. You can be a shithead. I'm used to helping all kinds of people. So, but engaging in a conversation and hanging, no, I'll keep my distance. I'll help you, man. I'm not going to let you burn to death. So I'll put your ass out. Are we going to go have lunch afterwards? Probably not. If I don't care for you, if you don't hold them respect, So, but the digital is different because digital is kind of like the green screen thing. We talk about the green screen for back here, but in all honesty, there's some motherfucking green screen going on this shit right here. There's so much fake fuck and shit. And I pissed. Sorry, my French, and I cussing and shit. But see, this is where and so I have a hard time processing this. The real world, I can do that quick, man. I'll even tell you to your face if I think, hey, you're a shithead, dude. Can you back the fuck off of me? I don't trust you. You got shit for character. You need to keep stepping. The decisions will be made at that moment, but this digital platform enters into a whole new realm. There's no accountability. There is no holding somebody accountable. There is no answering up. It's just wing it. Matter of fact, watch how many trolls do that. How many trolls get kicked and banned and all that around channels. And what do? They fucking shut that one down and they make another name because they're just going to continue to do that shit because that's just what they do. Well, see, the real world, you can't do that. You can't be a little bitch and come in my driveway and then go change your hair color and come back and be a different kind of bitch. The minute I see you, I already know but this is different. So you can think you hear something, you're not really sure. And I don't know, man. So and I don't know how to talk because then I've also learned how I get up here to share some stuff. But man, you say something out loud and somebody decides to reach over and grab that shit and wear that shit like a jacket. And it's like, hold up, I didn't even realize that you was connected to that. But all of a sudden now that's a deal. And it's like, man, you know what? So anyway, I think today is just going to be a short one. I'll send it again. What did I miss, ma'am? Because there was nothing on the other one. If there was something involved in the first one, I will tell you the email that came just said hello, so that I don't know if there was something else supposed to be in that email. I thought it was just the hello and you were kind of wanting an invite, which was totally cool. And that's why I just want to say, if you don't mind, hopefully your feelings don't get hurt, but not today. I'm going to end it a little short. I just got to process my own shit, man. No offense. Okay, and I'm sorry I missed so much in chat. I saw stuff scroll by, keeping it weird. Thank you, AZ. By the way, morning, A to Z. Morning, Nikki. Okay. Oh, cool. Fetty, you need to get some rest, is what you need. Make that transition to the nights. Okay. What do I miss? Right. You got to. I mean, I've been right, Savage. Look at this. That's been said about me, right? Yeah. I must have missed him. No, Benjamin, because it wasn't here. It's, you know, it wasn't somebody said something in chat. So it wasn't that. I was that before I even started this. I mean, I got shit in my head from a month ago. I still ain't figured out the answer to. So I dance around with an idea for a little while. And if I can, I just try to find a neutral place for it for now. Because, you know, all my freedoms have consequences. Decisions have consequences. I'm sorry for it. Appreciate you, Fetty. I really do. What's up, Metal? Morning, morning. Sometimes you just need to take a me day. Right, my skydive? Nah, I probably don't need a me day. The second one? Okay. Okay, Tina. Cool. Thank you, ma'am. All right, Lady Smith, and well, what I can do would be, let me do it this way. So the second one, okay. So Lady Smith sent me this one and said I could share this one. Oh, damn, the green in the picture. Oh, my God, check it out. Well, you can tell that the trees are in the background were green as shit because the chromachrome thing and OBS is, you can look at the eagle staring at you. Is that what you're shooting at, Lady Smith? OMG, that is trippy. Woo. There we go. Oh, there it comes. Oh, it can't decide what it wants to do. I'm sorry, guys. But you got the idea. It's a tough lady doing some shiznit. The main part was the scope with the barrel. The rest was just foo-ha-ha. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. Mrs. Meadow said, I saw my name. Rescue. I got hollered at from the back room. You want me to put up Matt's pictures again real quick? Is that what you want me to do? Okay. All right. So here comes Matt's scar. So Metal, where you at? Metal. And because I should have downloaded it so I could have turned it sideways so we could have got a better view, because Matt didn't want to send me that kind of picture. Instead, he wanted me to do this vertical type thing, you know, profile picture. So I blame it all on Matt. So that's Matt's scar. Got well over thousands of rounds. And then he's got his 1911 that he's got over 1,000 rounds through his head. And then he's got his cedar gun rack that he made with the two shotties on there. Matt's little collection. Cool. Very cool. Did you see Monty's? Metal, did you see Monty's? seed spreader. And then this is Monty's little seed spreader. This is the one that where it has the buttstock on it. Adjustable, by the way. And then without it. Cool, cool. Oh man. Yeah, and I feel like shit after yesterday. I just worked on the toilet yesterday, got that fixed. Or at least it's working now. I found out there's no, I guess at one point the vent tubing for it to breathe had been cut out. So that whole backing up is because it actually became a sealed system and it wasn't getting air from anywhere. So it stopped doing the drain. That's what it was. So ATI furniture on it before I had to get rid of it. Oh, there you go, Money. Wizard says these pictures courtesy of Fortnite gaming platform, right? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. So we'll just end it with make your day a good day. The choice is really up to yours. It's in how you view things. It's in the perspective you take and how do you choose to challenge the hurdles that you face. You can lash out in anger and in stress and anxiety, or you can slow down for a minute, take a breath, and while it's as confusing as can be, you don't make irrational decisions that cause consequences later on that you have to deal with. You know? It's time to focus. It's time to simplify things and focus. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make it a good day.
I ain't here tomorrow. If the good Lord says it's my time to go, I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road, that's because I'm right there by your side. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Don't let life turn bitter. Don't be ashamed about your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to your granddad. Yeah, you're gone. tears don't make you weak. Gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. The shotgun in the family, raise your babies by the book, and keep my picture in your wallet, keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right, forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't ever forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Just keep showing up, doing the work, leading the way. Appreciate y'all. Make it a good day. Help somebody smile. Later, everybody. Peace.